after it was over, you headed down south, looking for some kind of leads on what happened to Burnmeyer. You heard that Vesta invaded and the people got away to the east and to the north, and so you tried following the trail. You did. You went to an island, talked to some of the refugees. They gave you some information, and you ended up
Yep.
going to the Undead Bog, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Along the path, I should have mentioned, you also went to Solitude Outpost, did some stuff there, gathered information. Fabian showed you around his old,
Just old stomping
Good
grounds.
old trip down
Yeah.
Nostalgia Lane.
And finally, you went into the dungeon of the cultists you defeated a year prior. And this time, you actually went in a bit deeper and found out that it leads to the Underdark, where you finally climbed down some ropes that were already set up there. You found yourselves in this area over here where you set up camp. Some rodent albino creature led you this way, and well, you picked this path and found this spider creature thingy. Helped a drow not die.
Yep.
Spider thingy, forgot its name. I don't think you guys know its name either. But anyway, the spider thingy escaped with its life after petrifying like 3 of you or 4 of you.
Yeah.
And this brings us to this session, where this guy over here, the drow, told you that he'll lead you to the people you're looking for. He knows, he says. So, what would you like to do?
For reference, we're trying
So
out this
what
whole
was
new
the
thing
ultimate
from Gumla.
decision on the people that are still petrified here that we just have to come back with?
We're trying out this whole new thing with Gumla, where we're gonna draw out the map as we explore the cave, and I'm kind of excited for this.
Fixing them now because we have the ability to, but it's really a matter of do we want to risk having no resources for ourselves in order to save them.
And noting
I don't-
how we're gonna have to do this on our way to Mensa Baranzan,
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
I
'cause
think that
it's
was a pretty
I don't
good
know
move.
if we can afford. We can't afford the 5th level spell slots for everybody.
I will mention.
I mean,
just
it
before
comes-
anything, I drew this dungeon in my notebook. It's a big one. It's not a dungeon. I mean a cave system.
Yeah.
It's a massive one. Okay.
All right.
And there's a.
But
bunch
they
of-
know the way to Mensa Branson, right? So there's not really a chance that we get lost, or
He says he knows anyway.
oh boy,
Oh boy,
That's
I love
always
trusting
fun.
NPCs.
oh boy.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you guys also, because part of the appeal of it is Sarah totally does not know her way around a cave. She's lived in the city basically her entire life.
But even now, you still have multiple paths you can go through. So I'll leave the decisions all up to you guys.
That's so. I'm definitely not scared.
Well, don't worry, guys. Henry will absolutely pretend he knows what he's doing. So at the very least, you guys can feel confident before we die.
Also, Hunter,
So
you're on map drawing duty, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
If there are any major objections partway through, I will not feel particularly offended.
No, you're good. You're good. This is a whole new thing.
I think I just say like, do we need to take a moment before we leave? That creature ran away. I can't imagine it'll be back too quickly.
I think we should just skedaddle now.
Just book it.
Yeah, and go to Menzen Baranzan, and I promise I won't freak out.
I
Too
don't
much.
believe you.
And you said that you know the way. What was your name again?
Spider
Speaking
thingy.
of the drows, yeah.
You're referring to me, I assume.
Whichever one said that they could show us, yeah.
There is only one. My name is Katari.
Katari.
Atari. Ooh. Okay.
Is that a Q or a K?
Here, I'll type it out for you.
Utari.
Oh, was not gonna guess that.
Qatar.
Qatari.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful. Shall we get going then? Or do you feel all right? I have to imagine that was a hell of a thing that you just went through.
I'm somewhat injured. Minor injuries that should heal. But my friends over here are not as lucky as me.
We will be back for them. This is not the end of their story.
You see him kind of scratching himself
Oh shit.
pretty badly.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Are you feeling all right?
What's going on there,
Yes,
bot?
yes. Let's keep going.
Nope.
I'll
We're
show you
not.
the
No,
way.
no, no. I've read plenty enough novels to know where this is going. Tell us what's going on here, bud.
I mean, it's like, no. Let's unpack this immediately.
We just came across a spider creature that could turn things into stone. I don't want to take any risks with extra scratching.
Perhaps it's laid eggs in his skin.
I assure you, spider absolutely. Well, I wouldn't call it a spider. That thing did not lay any eggs in me.
That's why you're scratching yourself.
Hmm.
I was just stone a minute ago. Do I feel itchy?
No, none of you do.
All right, so it's
did
not
hear-
a stone thing. What's going on with you, bud? Why are you scratching yourself?
It's a force of habit. Excuse me.
Bobby
Keep
and
your
Gibbs.
nails
Usually
to
a
yourself.
pretty-
Keep your nails to yourself, and I imagine we won't have a problem. All right. The prerogative here is getting back to Mensa Berenzin.
Bobby and give Sarah the look.
If your scratching becomes an issue, we can deal with it then. All right. I don't know what to say. We just have to get a move on.
Do you have
Right.
something you need removed from your skin?
Why would you ever ask that question in that way?
He looks surprised at your suggestion.
Henry.
I'm Morgan would, or not Morgan, Fabian would notice I'm just, as I'm asking that, I'm just looking at the clone spell in my book.
Oh
You
my
know
God.
what? I'm feeling sort of tired. You guys can go on without me.
No.
No. I
Forgive our
assure you're
weird-
safe with us.
Fabian puts his hand
Go
on
on.
Qatari, and he says, "Forgive our hesitancy. We're quite the paranoid bunch."
All
Well,
right. So
I suppose-
essentially, we just need to get to the city, or we can settle our differences there. But that is the main issue here. I can't imagine that this will be a problem between us, right?
I don't think so.
I would
How
hope
about-
not.
How about we just leave it here, and then when eventually he turns into some weird grotesque monster, we'll just yell at him saying, we knew it, fuck you, we knew it," and then, the day will be solved.
So,
I knew
Fabian,
it. I knew it. I was
I'm-
right all along.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you whisper real loud.
Oh.
And he's in the cave with us.
Whoopsie. All right.
The better days, and then I just go out into the cave. I think I just go left because I assume this is the direction that he came from.
Yeah.
Up here.
Yeah, he suggests that's the direction he came from, and he tell you to watch out for the grubs.
Before we do anything,
The
Dola,
what now?
can you please describe this tunnel to us so we know?
Sure. This tunnel extends for some 300 feet.
Ooh.
It's you can walk through this tunnel with ease. It's not large by any means, but you can fit all of you together. At most, 3 of you can stand side by side.
Right. What about the width of this tunnel here?
Again, 3 of you can stand side by side.
Okay, what is our girth? What is our circumference here?
That's about 15 feet. Is it twisting? Is it turning? Do we find that there are paths that shoot off on any
It
sides, or
seems
is it just pretty
to-
much straight?
It seems to be relatively straight.
Whoa, Hunter. Whoa. Well, you might have drawn it a little too long. This is 300 feet.
Where are you starting
No.
from? Oh, I see. I assumed that it meant in addition to what was already drawn, but I see
Ah,
that is not the case.
That will not be a problem anymore after this, anyway.
Yeah,
Back.
All
What is
right.
that?
all right.
Now that we got the tunnel drawn, I think it's
Oh,
safe to say we can travel through.
I drew that on accident trying to scroll, and I didn't know how to delete it, so I would just wait until everyone finished before I brought it up.
There you go.
All right, and it opens up to a. Again, this is all dark, so you would need your torches out or something.
Yeah, I'm assuming that once we get into the darker parts, I'm already
This is all dark.
okay. Cool. I'm activating my
I
lantern,
personally-
bro.
I personally prefer to be in the dark because I can see just fine and I'm invisible, but I don't mind giving them a light cantrip.
Oh, that would be much
if people
helpful, and
need.
I don't have to use
Yeah.
my lantern.
Yeah. So I'll just place a light cantrip basically like on an item on your chest, so that way it just shines around you. Or no, you get that same glowing
Wait,
halo around your head.
wait! Not me! Not he. Before you cast it, he pulls. He fucking. Oh shit! I forgot his name. He pulls Kane in front of him, and he says, "Do him, do him." So he's.
Kane is a bit sleepy right now.
It's okay. I'll just push Kane in front of us.
Yeah, he'll be coming with us. I'll place it around his head, narratively speaking, but essentially he'll be following us.
Yeah, I want to make sure he's at the front and he has a
He's
light
a,
on him.
He's a temporary retainer.
Yeah. What's a retainer?
Like followers
It's
that
like
carry
some-
your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they protect you and such.
Well, since I'm already having to manage Remus and Zena, I can move.
So personally, I would like to scout ahead, and I would like to do it with the Drow, because
Okay.
he is also leading us. And I assume neither one of us really needs the dark, because I have both blind sight and dark vision.
Do you call him Drow?
I call him his name,
Katari?
which is Katari. Yeah.
Whoops.
Ooh, drow.
I said that if
You
wouldn't
Drow.
mind showing us the way. I'll stay up here with you. I don't eyes are a bit sharper than most of these folks, so I prefer to stay without much noticing.
Very well. You walk through this tunnel, and it seems like a relatively normal tunnel, as normal as a cave can be anyway. But it opens up to a chamber the size of a house, and on the ceiling there seems to be a bunch of dim green glowing things, each of them extending a tentacle-like appendage down to the floor.
Ah.
Is the tentacle, is the appendage like moving about? Does it
No, it
appear to be
seems
alive?
still.
Or is it just fixed in place?
Not fixed into place, but dangling.
And do I see any exits to this place?
How far can you see?
Let me check.
And make a perception check since you are trying to.
Sure. Just give me 1 second.
I would like to say that me and the boys and Kane are doing a phalanx formation around Henry.
Oh, you're
Thank
kidding.
you.
You're kidding. But I do have dark vision of 90 feet and blind sight of 10.
All right, then the most obvious thing you see is a bit to the northeast, about 80 feet or so away. There is a another tunnel, same width as the one you're currently in, and yeah, it leads to it's somewhere dark because you can't see that far.
Does it, I mean, I'll move closer to it. I'll be careful not to touch any of the appendages.
They're
I won't go.
All right, they're pretty tightly packed, so you'd need to make an acrobatics check in that case.
Oh, I see. Do I have any idea what they seem to be made out of?
Roll investigation.
I'm just nervous about touching them. Oh, you're kidding!
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
All right,
Morgan,
all right, fine.
Morgan,
I've
where's the
no
bardic
clue. I'm just
inspiration?
acrobatics. Acrobatics time.
Bardic inspiration. Yeah.
Sure, is that a D12?
Yeah, I'm rolling it. Yeah.
16 on a natural one. That's a 16.
All right. Do you like? Do you want to touch them or just look at them?
Before I touch them, I want to look at them to see if I know what they are. Because
Okay.
if it, I know that there are things that are potentially poisonous that I would.
It definitely looks like living matter. It seems slimy, wet, and maybe it is sticky. Maybe it's something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do I
Like,
see any other creatures in the room, or do I hear any? On my natural and perception, do I see any other creatures in the room, or hear any other creatures in here?
you do not hear any creatures in this room, and you don't see any creatures either. But you are able to find something odd in one of the corners of this chamber. You excuse me. You find that there seems to be a statue on one of the walls. It's also kind of, it still has the tentacles dangling in front of it and all around it, but there is a statue, it seems.
Do I know who this statue is of? Would I have read about that?
This
Is
corner,
it
by the way.
religious of any kind? That corner, I see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me draw that actually. A little statue.
This statue is like 100 feet.
About.
All right.
And then there are, and these, I'm not drawing the tentacles because I assume that they're all over the place. Is that the case, or are they concentrated in certain areas?
They're all over the place.
Okay, I'm just not going to bother drawing them. Okay, so this goes over here.
Just call it
to
the tentacle
another
zone.
tunnel, and this I can't see because that's too far. But
Sure.
I can see basically this part of the room. That's a statue. I'm going to. Does somebody has a torch lit or a lantern lit, right? You're not only using the light cantrip.
No, we just have the light cantrip.
Yeah,
then,
we're just kind of staying together.
Actually, wait, Kane, light a torch, please.
I only ask because I'm curious if the tentacle reacts to the presence of fire.
Do you try?
Yeah, I would. I was just
They absolutely do. They retract back to the ceiling when you bring the fire close to them. Not the light, but the fire.
I'm gonna go ahead and. Sarah, are you like telling us all this information, or are you just keeping it quiet?
No, I'm asking. Like, does somebody have me a torch? There's
All right,
these tentacle things all over the place.
cool.
They look slimy. I don't want to step on them, right?
I'm guessing.
I'll
fucking-
just write off one of my torches.
Goddamn, Scott.
And I will. That's fine. I mean, I don't need them, so might as well use them. And then I'll walk closer into the room. I'll see if I can recognize the statue at all, and I'll also just take a peek at the tunnel, see if I can see where it goes, or anything
As
else in the
you-
room of
sure.
interest.
As you go closer to the statue, you actually notice, because it was a bit far away, you could barely tell, but now you can tell that it's actually a set of 4, and the 4 statues are holding some kind of pedestal.
Fabian's like nudging the
3,
guitar. About all of this?
I no.
Oh,
We just used the torch to get through here.
okay.
The 3 of these statues look the same. One looks different.
Oh, this is giving puzzle vibes. Watch out, Sarah.
Sounds like you need a massive brain.
Yeah. Do I know what these are for? Is there anything inscribed on the pedestal or on the statues, or do I recognize anything? You know what they are?
Sure. There isn't an inscription on the statues or the pedestal. The statue that looks different has a different color of stone, as well as a different architecture, if that's the right word. I don't think so, but you get what I'm saying.
is the one that's different? Is it um different than the stone of the cave surrounding it?
Yes.
And are the three statues that are the same? Are they the same as the stone of the cave surrounding it?
They're the same color, so you might assume so.
Okay. So this one statue is the only thing that it seems to not be from this cave.
Yes, and it seems that the statues are not placed there. The three statues are not placed there, but rather carved from the stone. But the one that's different was placed there.
And is it a statue of an animal, of a deity, of a
Uh,
person?
the the three statues are statues of some kind of probably underdark animals. The different statue is a statue of a dwarf, it seems.
Oh. Do you know if there are many dwarves in these parts?
No, there shouldn't be. They would be very far away.
Do you know
And
what
they
a thing
wouldn't
like
be
that is
dwarves
doing
anyway.
here?
They would be Darrow.
Daryl,
Was- What's that
forgive
you
my.
ask?
Well, do you know what? If there are no dwarves around here, what that might be doing there? And I'll point to the statue.
He does not know.
And what did you call them? The dwarf-like folk down here.
Oh, the Darrow.
I haven't really been all that far out of my city all that much, but I don't know if I've heard of those folks. They're on here too, or are they also from Menzaberzan?
He says that they're not from Menzuberans, and they're from the Grand Mountains, and some of the party members would know about the Darrow.
And are they hostile?
Do you ask your guys or this guy?
That's an open question.
Gumla, when you mean by some, do you mean me too, or am I?
Yes.
Oh.
You remember the that village after the slime ooze that
Where I
stopped-
died.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, like the bunch of drow that were.
There weren't drow. Oh, you mean the pilgrims?
Yeah.
This was after Theo died, right?
Yes, I think. Yeah.
All right. What are we specifically talking? That village. Oh, the one.
The one that we went to right before the spider forest.
Yeah. The one where we made really ominous comments saying that one of us was gonna die, and then someone actually did die.
Oh wait, isn't that actually where Sarah was? Isn't that how she came with the group?
Yes.
So she would know. I didn't know that that was the name of the dwarves. All right. Hmm. I don't touch the statues. You guys are down to do whatever you want with them.
I'm
mostly.
I just want to get the hell out of here. I have to be
Yeah.
real with you.
Yeah. So then, what else do I see in this chamber?
Aside from that, it doesn't seem like there's much.
No other exits. It's just the one tunnel that's northeast.
Well, you rolled a nat 1.
Well, right, but I'm just mean like Are there,
Obvious?
like,
No.
ma-
Obvious exits?
you don't see. There are no cave openings the size of people.
No.
Okay, so it seems to just be this one continuation. I don't see anything.
Man, we're a lot more hesitant now that we have to draw the map. I love
Well,
this.
more so just because like I don't know which way to go because I don't know if there are other ways to go.
No. I wasn't complaining. I literally
Hey,
love this.
if you have a feature that would bypass the perception check, go for it.
All right. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so you guys light up the torch, use it to move through this dense tendril forest.
Yeah, I'd probably suggest we stay close then, or light up more torches.
To preserve resources, how about we just?
Yeah, I think we just continue down this path
All right.
until we
The
see
path
something
you
else.
continue down has more of the trash that the people left behind. Just random objects, animal bones and whatnot that were recently eaten and are definitely not native to the Underdark. And stuff like that, like seashells. You would definitely not find seashells here. You go through this tunnel, and it seems that there, at some point, maybe 50 feet in, there seems to be some cracks in the ground, pretty deep cracks. Not wide enough for you to enter, but, it's probably not a. You think of it what you will.
Cracks in the ground.
Yeah. And you cannot see the other side of the cracks, so it might lead to somewhere deeper.
Check the ground to see if it's stable.
How do you check?
Yeah, I was just looking at my inventory. I was like, I don't think I have a ladder, so let me see.
Henry, summon the devil.
I
Yeah.
I will summon the devil to help.
Yeah, I don't
Actually,
really have
I-
anything. I have like nothing long to poke it with. The longest thing I have is probably like my
rookie
bedroll.
adventurer.
Fabian
I know.
Fabian passes the blunt end of his rapier to
Oh,
so,
you're right, rapier. That's a good idea. Yeah. I also have a rapier as well. Can we like take them in the scabbards and just like poke the stone, see if it's stable? And when you say cracks, like, is it a crevice that leads down further into the earth, or is it literally like the cave fractures open and I don't see where it goes?
Crevice.
All right.
yeah, just push on the ground a bit, and I think we'll be good. Trying to put your weight
as
on
you-
it first, though.
As you push with the scabbard of your weapon, you see the rocks move down slightly. They don't fall, but they do move down slightly.
Hmm.
Let me check something real quick. I might have something for this.
Oh.
I just have to check.
Oh, I definitely have
this
something
have-
for this.
You feel
I-
a hot
I can't
breeze
guarantee
as
that.
well as you try to push the rocks a bit down. You felt a hot breeze coming from the
Ooh.
cracks.
I think it's connected to someplace open, but I'm not
Step
certain.
aside,
I'm-
fellows.
Sure.
I'm gonna push my gazer into the hole and see what's down there. It has dark vision.
Oh, you want to break the rocks open?
It can't fit a gazer?
How big is a gazer again?
Let me double
Small.
check. I believe they're tiny. Yeah, they're tiny.
Think of the crevice as your flat palm. Just
Oh, like you
just
could
that.
slide your hand in.
yeah.
Oh.
Never mind. I was thinking it was like maybe like fist or arm sized.
All right. Well, there's one
Oh,
thing we
well-
can do about this situation right now. He
Put our hand in it.
No, he taps on Remus's shoulder and he says, "Go," and then Remus starts running.
Oh, it absolutely cracks and he falls down. He doesn't die, it seems. It's not.
Remus, are
not-
you okay? Remus just
Let's
looks up at
see.
him really angrily.
Wait, so the tunnel ahead just collapsed?
Yes, the tunnel ahead just collapsed. Remus falls, takes some damage, but aside from that, he does tell you, "Yeah, I'm fine." Hurt though.
Oh shit, my boys can talk. I did not realize that.
He's a white.
And-
Oh
and to
shit, yeah.
clarify- And to clarify, did
very
the ceiling
proud of you,
fall down,
Fabian.
or did the floor
ceiling
fall down?
Does not. The floor does.
Okay.
Uh,
it seemed to be a
I'm
false
very-
floor.
What'd you
I'm
say?
very
Hans?
proud of you, Fabian, for dabbling in the dark arts.
Oh, why? Thank you, thank
And
you. I do have somewhat
that's
of a
not
god
the only
complex.
path. There's still the other side of the hole that just opened up. So the tunnel does still go on, but it also goes down now.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Wait, I know this sounds silly, but can I have Remus tell me what's down there? Remus, what do you see?
Do you want him to go off on his own?
No, what do you see, like, right now? Like, what's your surroundings look like?
Oh yeah, it's dark vision. Okay. Ramus tells you that it's a small chamber, kind of like the size of a big well, but it does have some worked stone leading to an archway.
Is it all worked stone, or is there some? Oh wait, no, that was Salifer that could tunnel through on worked stone.
and
never
is it
mind.
underneath? Is it underneath the tunnel above it, or does it branch off somewhere else?
Sorry, what?
This well thing that he's seeing,
Yeah.
is that just the hole that he's in, or
Yes,
or
that is
does
the
he
hole
see?
he went in.
Okay, so there's no path from where he is. It's just a hole.
Oh, no. So he fell into the well-like thing, and down there's an archway.
Okay. Okay.
And does that archway? So I was just saying, does that archway lead under where we see the path continue above?
No, the path you see above is like right in front of you. The path that the white sees is right in front of him.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
there
he's
are
down
two.
there. So essentially, what I'm saying is this, right? So he's down there.
They
There's a
both
break
go
in the
east, I
tunnel.
think he
There's a
means.
break in the tunnel, and then the tunnel continues, right?
Yes.
He sees an archway. Does
Yep.
that archway bring him this way, or does that lead him also under the tunnel that we see?
Oh, that's what you're asking. Yeah, it leads you the same way.
You can tell we've been using
Okay.
battle maps this whole time.
You see, you two are overcomplicating this. Drow, which way is the right way?
He says, over the hole.
See, guys.
He sees an
Wait,
archway.
can I help Remus out of the tunnel, or is it super deep?
It's not super deep. It's around 40, 50 feet.
All right, Remus, we'll come back to this later, but here, let me grab you. And he like
Well, is
lends a
it-
hand down to his boy.
It is worth seeing what that archway leads to. It's going in the same direction, but it might not be going to the same place.
I just had an idea. I'd like to investigate something while you two mess around with this. These
Yeah.
statues.
Yep.
Did they find anything of note around them? Are they magical in any way?
I'll describe them once again. 3 of the statues look the same color as the stone, and it looks like the 3 of them are carved out of the stone, holding a pedestal. The one statue that looks different and is holding the pedestal looks like it's been placed there. There are
Can I
no
cast?
items around.
Can I ritual cast identify to see if there's any kind of like properties to the new one? I don't know if that would help for this, but
You can try.
all right. I'm gonna while they're doing that, I'm gonna sit down and
Uh,
ritual cast.
Fabian looks to Sarah. He says, "Should we go down and see what we're doing, or should we just continue on our journey?"
That might
Yeah,
be part
it's-
of the journey. That's the only thing I'm saying. I mean, I would defer to whatever Katari remembers. I mean, the floor was clearly in place when he came down here, so I'd have to imagine that you took the tunnel above, correct?
Yes, he says.
So if that's the way back to Menzel Baranzan, then it's that's probably the way that we should go. But what I'm saying is, we should probably at the very least, remember this, if not explore it now.
What do you
I
think,
say we
Kane?
come back to it later.
Kane just is in a daze. Oh.
I think we should get all the treasure.
Kane, you do have a really good point.
I go to Fabian, I whisper, and I was like, I mean this with all the compassion in the world. What if we just send him and just see, you know?
I
have
love how
him
this
take a-
happens every time someone's gone. We're like, let's
Have him
send,
take a peek?
let's test for traps.
No,
with
not
them.
Kane, not Kane. I'm talking about the white.
Oh,
No, I will not abandon one of my boys. I'm sorry.
No, not abandon him. Just have him take a look and report back.
You know what? If
I can
we're
send
if we're
my
involving
gazer with
Remus,
him.
I will get his opinion. Remus, do you want to go explore that, or do you want to continue with us?
He has.
Real quick,
no
do they
opinion
have
of his
free will?
own.
Yeah, do they-
No, they don't.
I'm asking your honest opinion, Remus. What do you
He
want to do?
can't give you his honest opinion.
It's not a person. You just animated a corpse.
Remus, I want you to give me your thoughts.
I speak
I
in
have
Remus's
none.
voice.
Shit.
We should come back later.
You're right, Remus. We should come back later. He pulls him out of the hole.
Kill.
Kill.
All right. Henry. You
Yeah.
Cast identify, and what does that do again? Let's see. If it's magic, you learn its properties and how to. Okay. The different looking statue, which I should probably mention. It looks tannish in color. Uh, seems to have some kind of magical properties, minor, but still seems to have some. And its quality seems to be the opposite, the exact opposite of what a key would do.
So are there any spells affecting it? Or that it was created by? Because it would also tell me that.
No.
Alright. You said that it had some sort of key or something, you said?
No. Imagine a key. Now imagine what the opposite of a key would be. A lock. That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, so this statue is like part of a lock?
It's that seems what the magic is telling you.
Are any of you particularly strong? Is it facing a different direction than the others?
They all seem to be facing outwards.
Why don't you come move this statue?
Yeah. Kane.
Holy shit.
Wait.
This
Okay,
text
no.
this text feature is so fucking broken, dude.
Holy
Wait,
shit! No, you got a point.
What are you talking
And it'll
about?
just stay there.
Oh wow.
Oh, I most just meant every time I moved it, it reset it to text sized 48 for some reason.
Gumlo, what do you roll? What do you roll, Gumlo?
25.
Holy shit!
All right. With some effort, Kane is able to slowly move this statue. It's pretty heavy, as you could imagine, but he's also decently strong. So he's able to slide it out of the way, and as he does, something clicks in the wall behind it.
Legend of Zelda puzzle, I'm a genius!
What was that? I heard a click.
That was my massive brain working.
Something clicks
your
behind the
brain
wall.
clicks.
It doesn't seem like the wall changed, but you definitely heard something behind it.
Which wall? The top or the left? Right here?
Left here.
I go to touch it. I want to see if I can like push it open.
I smell treasure.
All right. It doesn't push open, no.
Have you tried open sesame?
It clicked. Open sesame.
That does not do anything.
No. You're doing it wrong. He spits on two of his palms and rubs them together. Open sesame! And he puts his hands on the door, on the wall.
Nope.
Damn it!
Do we see
So
any
one
other
of them-
changes in the room, or do the statues appear to be any different?
It doesn't seem like it, no.
We don't see anything else in the room. We just heard a click somewhere beyond the wall.
Yes.
You have blind sight, right? Can you come over here, lean on
Yeah,
the
for
wall,
sure.
and sense if there's maybe like an empty thing on the other side, like this is a door, or if it's just like I just unlocked a mechanism that's gonna trigger later down the tunnel.
Blindsight would only help if this wall is an illusion, I believe. If this is like if this is a real wall, if this is full cover, I can't like see through it. It's not X-ray.
Oh,
vision.
you can't.
You
Rip.
do not see through it. It seems like it's
Yeah.
real. It looks like real rock. Henry,
I-
did
I-
Henry just try pushing the wall?
Yeah, I did like try and give it a gentle push. I'm not
Do
very
I
strong,
see-
so I
do
doubt
I
it would
see-
be much. But
Do I see any like handholds in the wall that look like it could be hidden lever or doorknob or something?
Roll perception.
Not a natural one. Let's go.
While there are no handholds and whatnot, there does seem to be an area in the shape of an arch that's kind of jutting out. So I'll draw it just a moment. So if this is the wall, this is kind of the area kind of jutting out. This is a rough sketch, but that's what you see.
Oh.
Very odd.
push it
It
in.
looks kind of like a button. Yeah. I'll
Oh
push
no,
it
it's
for
like
sure.
the size of a person.
Oh.
Did
Okay.
anything you You asked if I tried to push it open. Does that change whether or not I found anything while pushing on it?
No.
So if you
Oh.
push on that protrusion area, what happens?
The same thing.
Nothing.
It seems to be solid. Well, I assume you just push it, so it's yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Anyone got a pickaxe? Want to try and just smash this thing?
Let me check. Oh shit! Fabian pulls out the crackhead flesh hook. Could we use this?
how do you
I
use
don't
it?
think that'll help.
How do you use it?
I'm just gonna just start trying to hammer into it like a fucking pickaxe with the flesh hook.
Roll me athletics then. Let's see if you do anything.
Hell yes, hell yes, hell yes.
All right. It seems like the wall was around a couple of inches thick, but the other side of it was hollow.
Yeah.
While pushing on it might not have done much, because you're just trying to push on solid rock, trying to break it open did work.
Fabian flexes. He says, "I am quite athletic."
Because it was
And
built by dwarves, and dwarves love to mine, you know.
And it leads to a crawl space, basically. Not enough to stand. And it's not like you're prone, but you're still kind of making yourself a lot smaller.
Go on, Munchie, see if it's safe for us.
Who?
Hey, Kane.
My gazer.
Oh, okay, never mind. God.
I have dark vision. Go see if it's safe.
All right. Yeah, the gazer has an easy time going through this small, tiny tunnel, and it extends to it extends for roughly 40 feet, and then he reaches an opening in the ground. The tunnel curves downwards slowly as well. It slopes downwards, slowly, and the hole in the ground reveals a large chamber the size of a large house, let's say. But in that chamber, sounds of constant and loud buzzing.
I'm gonna have him
The
keep going
gazer
while I
gazer
watch through his eyes.
sees a large amount of maggots crawling on the ground, large human-sized hornets, and what seems to be their queen, roughly the size of an elephant or so.
Oh.
Hey guys, let's get the hell out of here. There's an elephant-sized wasp in there.
On the ground, countless bodies of the drow, it seems, and other underdark creatures lie. Eaten skeletons, but their gear still remains as the wasps have no use for it.
Is there any way out other than the way that Munchie went in?
Yes, it seems.
Fuck.
The other side of this chamber has another hole. This chamber is slightly lit up because of the weird plants that grow here. And the other side of this cave has an entrance, very tiny, even smaller than the one that the gazer is in. But the hole is glowing.
Is the exit big enough where any of the human or elephant-sized bugs would be able to escape?
Yes.
All right, there goes
would
my plan
struggle.
of smoke. There goes my plan of suffocating them with fire.
No,
I
they would
was just about to
struggle,
suggest
but
that.
they could.
All right, so here's what's in there, boys. There are human-sized wasps and an elephant-sized wasp.
All right.
And frankly, I don't feel like getting stung tonight. So I say we don't disturb them. It's clearly a nest. It's full of larvae. It's full of victims.
Any of the
So
refugees
they're
in
not
there?
going.
What's that?
Probably a lot of them. There's a ton of drow in there.
No.
However, they're all dead, of course.
No.
However, What
No,
do you,
specifically any of the
Oh,
refugees
oh,
we're
oh,
looking
oh,
for.
Right. Not that I noticed. Mostly Drow and
Then we don't
Underdark
need to go
people.
down there, honey bunches of oats.
Hold on. We are not going to go down now. However, these things are feeding on the Underdark people. I'm going to make sure the Drow is watching me as I say this. It's our obligation as heroes to get rid of this threat for the Drow. Once we're in tip-top shape, of course.
I appreciate the sentiment, but we're not Drow. That's your word for us. We are the Elves Adal.
Elves Adal.
My apologies. The elves of Dom. We must help them when we get to town and get situated and make sure the refugees are safe. And then we gotta quietly whisper and collect what is surely a massive bounty.
More specifically, this is what he said in chat.
Elf
wanna write it
Adal.
down.
Is there a simpler?
Elfadal.
It is. He he gets like real close.
Can we just
and
call
starts-
you elves for short?
Yeah, he's like, hey, Katari, quick question: is there an easier way of pronouncing that, or do you have to pronounce the whole thing? Like, can I just call you Night Elf or something?
No, that. Why would you?
Yeah, come on.
Would you
What's wrong
want
with
me
you?
to call you uppers or something?
Upper? Oh,
I
like for the for above ground. I like that. I like that. No, sorry if I sound insensitive. It's just, we're not very well versed in
You
Underdark-
understand how
Underdark
humans
culture.
are.
I recognize that.
So just Elfadal.
Yes.
We must help the Elfadal people. He
Not
goes,
until we get to town and secure the refugees. One act of charity at a time.
oh, my burning, chaotic good heart burns for the... He starts walking.
He scratches himself even more.
Honey Bunch...
And there are now visible kind of marks, some of them that have bled.
Can I walk past him and just kind of like... Would he notice... Oh, wait. I have meta magic. Can I subtle spell identify on him to see what kind of effect is going on? Would that affect him? I have meta magic from the meta magic
I
initiate.
think what you're trying to say is detect magic.
Identify what you can cast. Oh wait, no. If you cast on
It
a
takes a
person, it tells
minute
you
to
what spells.
cast.
It tells you what spells they have. Never mind.
It also takes a minute to cast, so I'm not sure exactly what.
Well, I'd be
magic
able to
would be
walk
doing
with
there.
him, right?
That's for an item though. If you instead
Touch a
Yeah.
Well, you
creature,
can
you,
also
learn
cast
what
it on
spell.
people,
Yeah, what
yeah.
spells are affecting them? Identify would tell me what spells are affecting him.
are you
Would I
trying to?
be able? Yeah, could I do that as we walk? Could I use my meta magic to subtle cast it so he doesn't know I'm trying to figure out what's up with him?
And are you taking away the ingredient cost?
It's,
I
you
have a
don't
spell book,
consume
so
it.
it's unconsumed.
Well, so you need a pearl. It has a costly component, but it's not consumed. So essentially, once you have the pearl, you don't need to buy a new one.
I thought you didn't need it if you had a whatchamacallit, as long as it wasn't
Unless-
consumed.
Unless it specifies a specific cost. If
Anyway.
yeah.
Okay, he's
so
very
I-
suspicious of you for trying to cast a spell. I mean, you're trying to cast it for a minute.
It's
Yeah, but
subtle
with
spell,
the
so he
meta
wouldn't know.
with meta magic subtle, it would be like hidden as I'm kind of hanging out.
Not to
Because
mention,
it has
And
no-
Henry
it has no-
costs,
It has no verbal or somatic components at that
but
point.
material, absolutely.
Does anybody have a pearl? I know we had pearls in our inventory at one point. Does anyone
He
still
asks
have
you
it?
why
then?
you have your book out.
I always have my book out.
Fabian turns to him and he says, Katari,
He doesn't need the
please,
book out.
he's very very about his book. Ask about it.
There is no spell affecting him, it seems.
So
So
I
I'm
know
assuming
we
we're
had
just
a pearl. Where'd it
continuing.
go?
I'm assuming that we're continuing on the tunnel ahead because this place, because we're not dealing with the hornet nest right now,
No, we are
and then
not.
we're gonna come back to the arch later. So I'm assuming that we're just going onto the path to Mensa Brands.
Wait, I just realized we did kind of open another path for the wasps to come out. Should we deal with that?
Oh, can you move the
You-
statue back
you-
then?
Well, you
reclose it.
pickaxed, so
Oh, that's a good
This-
point.
Yes.
so I say
do we know
just.
what clicked?
I assume the door had like something that wouldn't have opened if
You
you
wanna go
picked
look?
through it.
Yes, please. I big firm believer in playing it safe.
Yeah,
Sure.
what clicked? I mean, that would have been
As
some
you go,
piece
yeah,
of
okay.
gear.
As you go look, it seems that there is an inscription right after where you broke it on the ground, and it seems like there's kind of a glyph of magic.
Does Fabian know how to read it?
Give me a second.
You can roll Arcana.
Yep. I've been to college before. You do this.
Can I give him advantage by looking over his shoulder? I have expertise in Arcana.
Sure.
Oh, so glad we got that. You know what? Fuck it. Boom. Peerless skill.
Hey.
I'll waste a bardic inspiration on that biatch.
Before.
Hold on.
Oh.
It seems like it had the spell Dispel Magic inscripted on it, and that it went off. So it dispelled some kind of thing that
Perhaps
was there.
something. Do we see like a glyph of warding or something?
Maybe it was an alarm.
no,
Maybe
the
it was if we
glyphs-
tried to.
So the glyph of warding that you do see
Was
casts
the dispel magic?
Dispel Magic, yes.
We
Maybe
don't
there
see,
was
like, a
another.
symbol that would have blown up.
Maybe there was another one that was like alarm or something that would have set off the wasps if we had done it without moving the statue.
Well, in that case, I think perhaps we should move the statue back and try to seal up the tunnel a bit.
Well, we broke the tunnel. The statue just changed the glyph.
Right, but I don't want giant wolves coming after us.
Well, then we better get the hell out of
Wait.
here before they see us.
He looks at the statue and he looks at the hole and he says, I have an idea. This
You're
might
plugging the
sound
hole?
a bit weird, but if we plug the hole with the statue, we might have done a good job.
Don't look at me.
He
Ask
pats
Kane. He
pats Kane
it's
on the
his
shoulder.
back. It's
Kane
his
will
back to worry
ask for
about.
help this time. And do
Yes,
it.
I will help him because I do have 16 strength.
All right. Yeah, in that case, you are able to plug it.
Holy
since
shit!
it
I
is
didn't realize
that small.
Fabian was a Giga Chad.
Fabian is kind of straight up goated with most of his stats besides wisdom.
In that case, once that's done, then I assume that we're just continuing down the tunnel above.
Yeah, we're gonna go down the right way. We'll come back here and full search the whole place later. I just wanna.
Yeah, we could do that when we come back to rescue these
All right.
petrified guys.
Yeah, I want a place to
So-
retreat to if things go bad.
This is a decent jump across, about 10 feet or so.
Well, in that case, I should be able to long jump it because my strength's 11.
All right. And
Yeah, I have a
that's
strength.
about how
I have a
wide
higher
the
strength
well
than
is.
you.
I'm a gunslinger.
I'm a
Sarah's
wizard.
Sarah's a somewhat frail woman. I mean, she's not frail, but
My-
she's lithe.
If Sarah can make it, then Henry easily clears it with a strength of 12.
Fabian flexes his glutes. There, the tunnels reverberate with power, and he just does a short jump. God.
We give it our all long jumping. Fabian just does like a skip while walking.
Just a backflip or some shit. Anyways, Gumla, what were you saying? I know you were trying to say something.
You'd need to jump across. That's
Oh,
what I said.
okay. You know, Fabian just backflips.
Yeah, so I'll move over here, and you guys can jump across. I'm
Um,
assuming this tunnel just continues ahead.
Gumla, I have like a semi-unrelated question, but it's not unrelated to the campaign.
Okay.
You know how when I fail to cast create undead on my boys, they turn to attack me? This just realized, like, this made me realize since these two have, like, a relatively decent amount of intelligence and, like, charisma, am I able to convince them once I lose their, like, my grasp on them? Could I try to
still undead,
convince
no.
them to not kill me?
They're still undead.
Damn it! That would have been so funny, though. What a bard move. Wait, please. I know I enslaved you, but come on. Look at me.
I need to learn the command
So
spell.
the tunnel opens up to a large, pretty large, even bigger than the ones you've been in so far, except for that really big one. It opens up to this large chamber that has a bunch of ravines that lead downwards into somewhere you cannot see.
What's the furthest wall from us, and how far
Hey.
away?
Here, let's see.
Oh,
whoops.
shit.
Yes!
Oh boy!
Yes!
No, that was an
Damn it.
accident. That was a misinput.
Misinput.
Misinput! It was a misinput! You calm down!
I clicked the wrong C.
That was the
That's a
cartography version
wild
of
looking.
edging.
There we go.
Real and true.
Let's get
That's a
to this
wild
guy.
looking city, though. That's gonna be crazy.
All right.
What
yeah.
city?
It leads you to this chamber, which I guess Hunter is the best one that can see right now.
Well,
Unless you
no,
wanna light
because remember, Kane
Torch.
still has his torch.
Yeah, because I was ahead with Katari, and then Kane was with the rest of the group with a torch.
And one of us has light. Who has light on us?
Oh, Kane also has light on him.
Kane has light, yeah.
Well,
'cause
I'm stealing Kane's torch then. He doesn't need both.
No, I would give you the torch because I think I was the one who
Oh.
lit it.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
did
gonna
have a
im-
torch when you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're good now.
There
We're
we
all
go.
situated.
I'm gonna
And-
import myself some
And
torches.
if you
so
want
that I
to
can
bring
light
back
up.
your undead. So this
Perfect
chamber
opportunity
seems
to show off the
very-
animation to the viewers
seems-
out there.
This tunnel seems very foreboding. Something's off about this. Hunter, you able to notice these purplish mushrooms a bit far away here? And
Are
the
they giving
ground
off
they grow on.
spores?
Doesn't seem like it, no. But the smell does not give you good news. It smells like death in here.
All right. So we're not going down the right path.
And it's not the whites.
It's that leads nowhere good. This collapse here. Can we skirt around these rocks, or do we have to clear these?
You can. Yeah, you can. But one by one.
Oh, I will say, by the way, speaking of smell of the whites, he does regularly use perfume on them. He just sprays them with perfume. Odd.
Yeah, so you
Henry
notice more of
occasionally
these
splashes them with
ravines
blood when
and,
possible
small
to
kind of,
undo it.
Sorry, Gumlo, I couldn't hear
outcroppings in
you.
a way of these caves.
So yeah, as soon as everybody's over, I will point in this direction.
Where?
And say, "Don't go down here."
Right.
Down
As
there
you
to the right.
point, you see some of the mushrooms move around a little, like something moved them.
No, thank you.
Ah,
If you go down that way, I cannot guarantee we can recover your body.
More movement over here, you sense.
Fabian asks his boys to pincer formation around him so he's a little bit more protected.
Let's move slowly. Let's move together. Let's stick here upon the central path. All right.
Henry, get back here.
Right.
And
Good point.
very clearly, you see Hunter in this direction over here.
Mhm.
A figure starts moving towards you. It echoes as it steps in its armor, but something's off. Its hair is floating like it's underwater.
Mhm.
It looks like he's about 7 or so feet tall, wielding a sword. And the weird thing about him is, looks like he's a spectral type of figure.
Fabian,
I look at Katari. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no. I was gonna do a roleplay bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Bobby just looks at Zen and he says, "Is that your brother?"
Um,
He has his hand on his weapon, but then remembers he has no free will.
oh my god. I look at Katari and I say, should
Not
we
a
be
friend of
expecting
mine.
this person? Right. Hello there. I expect you,
roll me history.
Oh, history.
Can I give him advantage since I have a
No.
proficiency in history? No? Alright.
9.
Oh
Yikes.
shit!
And-
Bardic
and
inspiration.
The only other person I would want a history check from is Fabian.
Oh.
Just the two of you.
Oh, okay. If we're doing
All
multiple,
right.
then fuck that. You're on your own. Sorry. Yeah,
I'm rolling
Bardic.
like shit
Our
today,
Bardic
dude.
is.
Fabian definitely recognizes this figure. Not who it is or where it's from, but you know you've met him at least once.
Oh. Strictly pondering in my pondering the orb in my head. Where do I remember that specifically from?
Hey, Scott.
That's the problem. You don't. You're not able to. But you have a feeling you recognize him.
Oh god, oh
Um,
god, oh god, oh god, this is giving me bad vibes. This is giving me bad vibes. Sarah.
Since we have a torch and shit, there's no point in trying to hide or play coy. So I think I'm just gonna
He
approach.
he walks over the gap as if he's walking on an actual bridge. But there is no bridge there.
I just raise my hand and I say, "My apologies if we disturbed your rest. We meant no offense. We're just some travelers passing through on our way back to Mensa Baranzan."
Oh, I was not resting, Sarah, Fabian, and he lists off the rest of your guys' names.
Oh god, are you like an ex of mine or are you a former customer? I don't remember.
What I find curious is what you're doing down here in these caves.
Well, as I said, we're on our way back to the city.
Bobby spills his guts immediately. We're looking for refugees that we are trying to help, and we were told that they were taken back to Mensa Baranzan.
I see. I suppose we have different goals here then. They do not conflict either. He yells out, "Step out," and you see out of the mushrooms a bunch of figures kind of stepping out. And they seem like mind flayers. Undead mind flayers.
Oh,
there.
shit.
And behind you all, a large kind of giant undead fetus. Very disgusting.
Right.
Just
I
clock-
don't believe that our motives conflict with one another. So
Bobby swallows his
if you
vomit.
wouldn't mind,
quietly.
we'll just be passing through here. I don't know if you have to step aside or if we can just move through you. I don't know what that'd be like for you.
Fabian, swallowing his vomit, says,
He steps
what's your goal?
aside a bit. And he, wouldn't you want to know?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I would not tell you. Nor
Oh.
would I.
Well, my friend.
For now, accept this as a meeting of chance. And be on your way.
Bobby,
So I'll take it that
You-
there are other people passing through here that you were expecting instead of us.
Can I get your guys' thoughts on what you think is going on?
I think that this is
Wait.
a.
Oh, and
you
sorry,
first?
Scott.
First-
Scott, you're really quiet.
yeah,
Oh, sorry. I said,
Really quiet. Hold on.
hold
like,
on.
actually
Well, I'm right.
bad
I'm
quiet.
Been
literally
having that
pushing
issue
up- hold
lately.
on. Let me fucking put it on voice mod. Hold on.
Yeah, because I just put you on
Apparently-
200% and you're like
Yeah.
barely normal volume.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking right into my mic. It's like I'm putting it in my mouth, basically.
That's
Alright,
what I've been
anyway,
telling
while Scott does
Dustin
that,
the other
you
day.
guys, give me your thoughts.
This isn't
Before
the
I
mind
say
flayer that
anything,
was in our
Gumla,
group, right?
before I say anything, Gumla, could you tell me, I know you said I don't know specifically how I recognize him, but do I recognize him from a certain time?
What do you mean?
Like, sometimes you can associate like faces with like a time, like time zone, not time zones.
Not a good time.
Not a good time.
So the only mind flayer Sarah's ever met, and in my understanding, is Q's previous character.
And he did specifically mention that they had been turned undead by Festa when he took the brain.
Now, one more piece of information that I did mention last session is that Festa is sending some troops underground, if you remember.
So
The reason, you don't know.
I think the reason
this
why
better?
we can't recognize him is because we can recognize him, but we don't remember, is because he's been transformed in some sort of. But it seems to me that this could be one of the former.
other people who were turned in that guy's group.
One of Festa's little guys? Or am I getting
Or
I don't think so. So I think that this was part of. Fuck Q. I can't remember the character's name.
Stylifer?
Silefer.
Silefer, yes. I think that this was one of the people that Silefer knew that had been turned to a mind slayer. And my understanding is that they seem to be waiting in ambush for somebody else, not us. They don't seem to be part of this refugee thing at all. So I would imagine that they're waiting here for Festa to pass through and they're going to ambush him. At least that's what I'm thinking.
tell me, good sir, I recognize you, but I don't remember you. Who are you?
Well, if you don't recognize me, I don't see a reason.
No,
for me
I
to
do
tell you.
recognize you. I just don't remember you.
Yes, you don't need to know if you don't remember that. Be
To
on
be
your
quite
way.
I'm gonna
honest, to be quite honest,
I'm gonna.
a person such as you is quite memorable. I'd remember it if we had met before, but you seem to be quite knowledgeable of us, and I don't believe that we've had this meeting in the past.
I'm
Do
just
we know
gonna hold
someone
out
that
a
you know?
hand, offer to
What do you
shake
mean?
his hand, and tell him I'm Henry.
I know.
It's about manners. I'm giving you a proper greeting. I know you know who I am.
There does not
Ooh.
need to be any courtesy between us.
Is
You've done
Silefer
enough.
here?
Do not. Do you ask him that?
Yeah.
All right. He first of all says, "Do not sully this interaction and be on your way." And then you ask him if Silefer is here. He looks at you and says, "You know the answer, don't you?"
No, that's why I asked the question.
I'm just gonna keep moving.
This isn't Silefer, right? I mean, we're not talking to Silefer.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Fabian literally follows Henry. He says, "I've lost interest," and he starts
This
walking.
looks like the ghost of some pretty tall, bearded man with
Yeah.
some armor and a sword.
I don't see Silefer here, right? I just see
No.
I'm
random mind
leaving
flayers.
before he kills us.
Fabian leaves
No,
because
no.
he's bored.
Is that a small giant?
That's a giant baby, giant undead baby.
Yeah.
Did we ever check up on our storm giant friend?
Yes,
You did.
it was a sword that didn't really seem useful. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so storm giant. Never mind. My bad. I thought you meant the fire guy.
No, the storm giant. That's what I was.
Oh,
No, yeah, he's with our previous group. Not our previous group. He's with all the other NPCs. That
You'll
Collected.
find out later. For now, you're able to leave this interaction relatively unharmed, and you can draw the cave here if you want to. Remember, there are a bunch of ravines that lead downwards as well.
I'm just gonna look at Sarah as we get out of earshot of them. Don't mention live mind flayers to a guy who has a bunch of undead mind flayers. If he thinks we're associated, he'll kill us and
To
or
be quite
torture us
honest,
for information.
my thought process that entire time was just, oh, I should just keep him talking so he doesn't kill us.
I feel like okay, Sarah. Next time, can you let me do the talking? I don't know why,
We're
but
all
a lot
alive,
of-
aren't we?
I mean, I would have been alive regardless, but
Can't
yeah.
remember exactly what this shit looked like, but it was something like this.
I love how you have like really high charisma, but almost every time you have an interaction with an NPC, it's somewhat confrontational. Like completely
It's
just
not my
not
fault.
a
charismatic.
natural disaster.
It's not my fault that they act like assholes. It's not.
Sarah, have you ever considered like deeply within your core, and I'm not insulting you by any means, that you might be the asshole?
I love how we're putting that on Sarah as if I didn't walk over and scold the guy on his poor manners.
Oh no, we already know you're an asshole.
In certain circumstances, sure, I'd give it to you. But honestly, he just came in here saying all our names, saying how he knows all of us, and expecting us to know his face. But I never met him a day in my life. I
Yeah.
feel like I have a right to say, hey, you know, Bucko, just like introduce yourself next time, right?
Well, I personally am happy somebody mentioned me by name.
Me too. It's about time people recognize my
About time
genius.
people-
I do
Yes,
understand
boy.
the sentiment, Sarah, but also those are like usually the moments where you're supposed to not antagonize them because you are feeling fear that you don't know them but they know you.
We're getting along just fine.
Oh wait, guys, Morgan, you'd know. Did we ever kill that necromancer? Back when we
Vesta?
were killing the mind flare.
What?
Oh,
What necromancer?
Presmer?
One that, yeah, Presmer.
Yeah, you did kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, we did. Okay.
I
That's
genuinely, I think Gumla's playing on the fact that we've been doing this for so long that we've forgotten a lot of NPCs.
Well, we never met that guy before, right? And I asked if Silifer was there, and he wasn't, right? Even though he answered with, "What do you think?"
No,
Yeah,
specifically he
basically.
said, I think you know, which is even more ominous.
He's an edgelord. We'll just move on with our day.
Well,
Yeah.
We'll
Let's just go
probably
down
have
the
to kill
tunnel
him
beyond
later
him.
anyway.
let's push on to the city. We can let him kill who he
Alright.
wants to kill. It is not our problem.
Nerd.
This tunnel
We
is
all need to
another
kill sometimes.
walkable tunnel. Around 4 people wide. And it doesn't extend too far, but it does slope downwards pretty severely.
In feet wise, how far is this tunnel looking?
100 or so feet.
100 or so feet.
Between 100 and 150.
Okay, so. Hunter, chop chop. You have a little
And
bit
it
of tunnel left to
opens-
draw.
It opens up to a gargantuan chamber. The smell here is also bad, but it's a different kind of bad. It's the bird shit kind of bad.
Ew.
So 100
Don't
feet.
look
I'm
at
sorry. How
me.
big is this chamber? You said it's how big?
Gargantuan. You do not see the end of it.
Oh shit! All right. Let's just open that shit up then. Hold on.
Your torches
Boom!
light
Oh.
up the ground, and it's wet-ish. The color is white. You're immediately able to tell because of the smell and the wetness of the ground and how mushy it is. This is guano.
Whoa!
This chamber is a large field of guano, and it constantly
Ooh.
drips from the ceiling from whatever creatures live up there.
Wait, isn't guano like a good component for spellcasting? Or am
Yeah, I was about
For
to say,
fireball
I'm
specifically.
I'm scooping them into my component pouch.
All right, but because of how bad this chamber is in terms of everything like that, everyone roll me a constitution con check.
Con
This is
check or con
unfair.
save?
This is bullying.
Con save, sorry.
This is
If
bullying.
it's a
Anything
save, then
involving
people should probably
con.
advantage from my aura.
Oh, advantage. Okay.
Oh boy, advantage!
Which
Thank
would
God.
Be, no, it's not advantage. It would be
Oh,
+5.
Oh, well then I
Okay.
rolled a 10.
then, sorry, let me
Alright, then-
reroll.
Okay, everyone succeeds except for Henry.
Oh,
Thank you.
Henry is poisoned. Not poison damage, just poisoned.
Yeah. I don't roll attacks anyway, so I don't think that really will hurt me too
Okay.
bad.
So when
I
we're
can
talking about
cure it.
poison here, are we talking about potassium nitrate type poisoning, or are we talking about
Shit.
food poisoning? Okay, so
It's E. coli.
yeah, all right.
And I'll place a hand. I'll place a hand on his chest, and I'll say, "It'll be all right." Give him a little pat and expend 5 lay on hands to remove the poison.
Okay.
That's probably good.
Proper response.
We don't
Good
want
Good
him.
job.
You'll
Um,
all probably smell like shit since it is raining shit.
All
Oh,
right. How do we traverse this place? You say it's so big we can't see the end. Do we see pathways to cross it? Is it a flat terrain? Are there holes?
No, it is not flat. It seems like it has layers to it. So kind of like platforms on top of platforms, like
like a really
staircase.
wide staircase.
Yes,
Whoa.
Okay.
Staircase
with each
of the
one,
giants.
of course, being kind of mushy to step on. There are some formations of stalactites or stalagmite, whatever one points upwards, and they're formed fully out of guano. And these are the ones that constantly have shit dripping on them. So it's probably areas where these creatures are condensed.
Bobbin starts sobbing. I've bathed in blood. I've tangoed in mud. Ah! But
I
this-
go up and I tap Fabian on the shoulder to make him turn around.
What?
I just smear a bit on the top of his nose and go boop.
Fabian just punches you. Square in the beak.
And relapse too hard to care.
No, like no
Dude,
damage. By the way, no damage.
Yeah.
But he will punch him.
Do these do these platforms lead up to a specific high ground, or do we see like is there a specific formation that they turn into?
Sure. Eventually, some of the platforms, specifically to this direction over here,
Mhm.
These natural stairs lead up to a crevice in the cave where there doesn't seem to be as much guano in it, since no creatures would fucking fling their shit there, I guess.
My
Fabian,
goodness.
Fabian just lets that out, bro.
And you
I
see,
need to learn the silence spell.
you see with your your blind sight, because it's that small of a crevice that you can walk in. You see on the side of the cave to the west a hole which you might be able to crawl through. Again, this is only on the west side, so there's the whole rest of the cave.
Um,
The new text.
Platforms lead up to small crevice, possibly crawl through.
Christ, how much did I miss?
Sorry,
Katari.
Boy.
you're really quiet.
Homeboy, you need to find something. I don't know what's happening.
I've been telling him
Is there,
that
like, a
all
dial?
week, bro.
I can see you
I've been telling
talking
him
on
that all
Discord,
week.
but I cannot hear you.
Oh, it's just picking stuff up. I wasn't really talking.
Scott, do you are you using a headset or something?
No, it's a shitty microphone that one of my fiance's friends gave to me. I have no idea.
Could you
I
try
have- it has
unplugging
this
that
thing.
microphone and plugging it back in?
I don't think that's changing anything.
You
Hold
never
on, I'll
know,
just put
because
it
my
in.
microphone has gotten a little too quiet once when the
Bro needs
connection
to
was
go
weird.
down to the local Walgreens and pick one up there.
Bro, the only thing we're getting here is a tractor supply. Alright. We have nothing.
Alright, anyway. You were saying something, Scott? Or...
No.
I was saying Katari, or however you say it. This
Yes.
ocean of poop is not exactly what I'd expect from a civilized society's daily
He pulls
walk.
out what looks like an umbrella.
Oh my god! Fabian immediately tries to scooch in. I don't care if this is
Do
not an
you-
anime. Let me in.
I normally most cities up on the top, if they had a poop river, would work on bridging over it or rerouting it or any form of not stepping in it. What is the plan here?
You tell me, you're the ones who want to get to the city.
Yeah, you're the
don't
one
do
who
that.
knows
We're the ones who live in
Oh
it.
no, you're our guide!
What do you mean? We're the strangers. Why do you expect us to know the way?
Hold on, you're our guide.
It's not like we use this path often.
Oh.
How
In
the
fact,
hell did you
it's
get
not
here?
even used.
Oh.
Well, I was part of a scouting party that was exploring these caves for the rest
So
of
this
the
is the first
refugees, if
time
there
that you were
any.
here.
Sarah, please don't interrupt him.
Yes. Well, second time, but
We unfroze the wrong one.
Did you come from the platforms up there? And I'll point up to the place up to this spot. And I'll say, or how where did you come from?
I don't believe I came from that.
All right, is this better?
Oh my
I
god,
don't
so much.
remember
Much.
crawling
Much,
through-
much.
Yes. Let me lower your volume now.
Wait, Scott, question. Did you unplug the microphone and plug it back in?
No, I'm using my headphone mic. I'm gonna do that
Damn
on
it.
on
Oh,
the
that's
next
way
campaign
better.
I have to
So
do
much
today.
better.
All right. Yeah, he
Yeah.
explains that he doesn't remember using this crawl
Okay.
thing.
So then, so then, what else do we see in this place?
You have dark
because you're-
vision. How are you at tracking?
Because you're on a raised platform, you're finally able to make up this ceiling. And I'd say this is about 50 feet up, and the ceiling is another 60 feet. You're able to
I'm gonna-
see
Oh, sorry.
the ceiling moving in wave-like patterns.
Ugh.
And as you try looking closer, it's thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of bats that just live up there.
Fabian is shuddering. He says, "It was a mistake to become an adventurer. I wish I
I'm
was a
gonna
whore
wave.
again."
They
I'm gonna
seem to
wave
be
Sarah
sleeping for
closer.
now. They seem to be sleeping for now.
Don't
I'm gonna
bother
wave.
them, and they will not bother us.
I wave Sarah closer and say, "You got one of them gun things. You're one of them hunter sorts. Think you can see any footprints in the poop? I'm sure it's mostly covered up by now, but perhaps there's still some tracks and indents you can follow."
I lick the poop to see what creatures
Oh.
pass through.
I'll examine this. I'll examine the scat. Sure.
Look for footprints.
You're right, Gumla. This is a very different session.
I roll for poop.
For poop. What are you doing?
You're looking
well,
for prints, like if
so-
you were
so we,
tracking which way these people came from.
Yeah. Do I see where the refugees go? Do I see any marks on the floor of footprints? Do I? What else do I see from this elevated position of the of this opening and where it leads?
Roll perception.
If this is a natural one, I swear to God, the things I'm gonna do.
Please, nat 20.
Let's go. Oh my god.
You're barely able to tell, but some of the guano, the still wet and fresh guano, form a very slow-moving stream or river. So it's probably flowing somewhere.
Okay, and where does that go?
You're not able to tell. It's too far and too dark.
So here's what I think.
Like
Nobody's
where
gonna,
on the map should
Direction?
I place
This
this?
way.
Like in what direction?
Direction this way.
Okay, so there
We
Yeah,
need one of
is
them.
northeast.
a river
here's what
of
I'm thinking.
shit that heads this way.
nobody's gonna build their city where the poop river spills out.
Fabian
So we
vomits.
should check the other side. I scooped that into my component pouch as well.
Oh my god.
He just holds his bag into the river.
No, I was talking
Okay.
about Fabian throwing.
There we go.
Shit's Creek.
And then
Shit's Creek.
so that goes forwards. So what else do we see? Like, is there like stone that we can walk over? Are there other tunnels? Is it just this crawl space here? Where does this cave lead? You said that this thing is so enormous I can't see the end of it, right? Do I
Yes.
see the walls? Do I see any other exits or tunnels?
Your night vision does. Sorry, not your night vision. Your dark vision or whatever you have does not allow you to see that far.
All right,
No.
I'll pick up a stone. I'll cast light on it, and I'm gonna chuck it.
Wait,
back.
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait.
no, 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 wait.
Wait,
No,
no, no,
do
no, no,
not
no, no,
do
no, no,
that.
no.
Wait.
Why?
You know, I want to.
You're gonna wake the bats up.
Yeah, I want to die by fucking
All right, that's a fair
100,000.
point.
Fabian leans in. Millions of bats.
Munchie, go! And I'm gonna
That's
send
a fair
Munchie to
point.
go explore.
There you go. You have something. All right. So,
Whew.
how far away could you see through its eyes?
It has a dark vision of 60 feet, and I can see through its senses as long as it's within 100 feet of me. So that gives me 160 feet to see.
All right. Then, yeah. If this is how far you can tell, the river does still go.
Right,
Is the
but what
river
else do you
deep?
see in this cavern?
Sorry, what's that?
Is the
The
river
river's
deep?
not deep. No.
I walk right through it.
Okay.
Do I see
So
the end yet?
You see it flowing downwards even more, but way more severely now.
He
Oh,
looks
God.
he looks to the El Fidel guy that's been following us around a bit and not at all being helpful when it comes to do we need to follow the river? Do we just continue looking around for a path? What's going on here?
I think there was something about the river. I did not choose the river, but I do remember we had a guano deposit near the city, so maybe the river would lead to that.
All right,
Why would
from
you-
where we are now, where is your city?
I would assume to the north, he points.
All right, what do I see to the north?
The north, more of the guano fields, but it finally opens up to another human-sized, one to two person walk space in the wall.
So there's a tunnel up here,
Great, let's go, boys. Let's get out of the poop river.
and then do I see where this shit creek flows? And do I see what's
It's-
going on the eastern cavern wall?
You do not see what's on the eastern side, but you do see that the Shit Creek flows down like a waterfall.
I'm not.
I just want to imagine the noise that makes when it hits the ground.
It's just.
And also-
flap, flap, flap.
If it falls, then that means that it splashes at the bottom, and that means that
It's just
smells
clapping.
fucking everywhere.
I'm gonna.
It's
I'm actually gonna
It's
vomit.
like dropping a rock in mud.
Ah! God!
That is a really good
Listen.
description.
It's the Underdark.
I love it here.
Come on, you
Okay,
had a
guys,
I knew
choice.
people.
You had a
Come on.
choice,
Bobby.
Gumlight. You didn't need to add a shit creek.
Bobby,
you named
go
it Shit
first.
Creek.
Bobby,
fair.
go through the tunnel and get out of here. I don't need any more bars.
Fabian pulling his Houdwa pistol out of his mouth, he starts
Houdwa.
walking.
I know the Underdark's shitty. He didn't have to mean that literally.
God.
All right. So the tunnel this time goes on a really long distance, about 600 feet it goes.
Second. All right,
But
Hunter.
It also curves to the left and to the
600
right. and
fucking
then-
feet.
Yeah, and then it goes up and down a bit.
Gumlight. He's
Yeah,
the whole path riddled with shit.
doesn't seem like it.
Oh God! Thank goodness.
Beware of piss.
There are many perforations in this tunnel and its walls. And from each of them, you feel a slight cold breeze, which makes this tunnel a bit colder than the damp chamber you were just in.
Okay, so
Oh,
before Fabian continues, as he notices that there's no guano around, he literally points. He finally, for the first time since he got it, he brings out his fucking decanter of endless water. He points it at the goddamn roof, and he gives himself a shower.
Henry looks at him for a second and goes, "Isn't that mine?"
Yeah, he
It
uses
seems- It
fountain.
seems to work. I mean, perforations, water drips on you guys.
He turns to everyone else and says, "I am not including this in the adventures of Requiem."
I feel I could make a nice addition to a journal entry or something.
Even my god, Ogma will not know of this.
You should write it specifically in a journal and leave it towards the entry of this tunnel, so other future adventurers get a vague hint of a odd-smelling tunnel, but never explain what it is.
And what do
Really
we see at
cool
the end
room
of this
ahead.
tunnel?
Beware of butthole.
At the end of this tunnel, it you hear the Elfadal, Katari, finally say, Menzo Baranzan at last. It's been a bit, I suppose. And you see it open up to another gargantuan chamber with distant lights of the city. The closest thing you see is a massive circular building with another pretty enormous spider that's the size of, let's say, a real dinosaur, but they wouldn't exist here.
Second.
Are
And
we talking like a T-Rex or more like a Triceratops?
Wait. We just see a giant spider. Is that what you're saying?
yes. So it opens up to a chamber with kind of like a circular building with a tower in the middle of it. And to the left of the tower is this giant spider, even larger than the building. And this is relatively well lit up, since you're now in the outskirts of the city. And to the left of the spider is a pyramid structure with a glowing top.
Fabian is now grabbing Henry and is not letting go, and he says, I am never coming back here again after we're done here.
You see, just beyond these three structures, let's call them, but the spider isn't really a structure. I'll just draw them like that. Yes.
Are we not going to be able to see this, as an actual battle map?
We'll get there when we get there.
Okay.
Whoa,
Just
holy
beyond-
shit, these things are fucking massive.
Yes, they are. Just
Those are
beyond
300-foot large structures?
Yes.
He
Holy
says
The
that so
spider, again, is
confidently.
pretty big. And beyond them is a slope downwards and what looks like a military checkpoint leading into the city.
That's fair.
So,
So this goes down the edge. This is the city outskirts.
yeah, the Qatari will lead you to the
Where are we going?
military checkpoint.
I'm following the map.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just
Home
following
dog,
where
we're
you guys
making the
are.
map.
Yeah,
So
I
it
thought
seems
he was
like
drawing it
there's-
for a reason.
So it seems like there's this road here that leads down into the city, back around, and so we've got this.
There you go.
That's the edge
That's
of the
like a
city.
slope downwards.
I feel like we're kind of
Yeah.
robbed of a sort of a grand reveal of Menzo Baranzan with this.
You want a map? You buy a map.
Gumlo, we clearly saw the map. Gumlo, we clearly saw the map. We saw the map. You accidentally showed us it.
I know.
We're
I don't know
out-
if this is spelled right.
We're out of the dog tunnels.
That's right.
This is your reveal, alright? It's just size 72 text.
I
Qatari
love-
says, very well, onto the tier brush.
Oh, Gumla's budget is out for this one. He burned his budget on last session.
Yeah, it's like a Hollywood movie, and he just ran out of money halfway through, and they're like, "Fuck it, this will do."
Like the Superman movie where they had to Photoshop his mouth on.
Alright, so...
So in other
Qatari
words, I
says
shouldn't
to-
quit my day job.
Qatari says to ignore the Arachtinolith. And he
Fob-
points at the giant gargantuan spider.
Fabian slowly but surely
There's no way what you
turns.
just said was a word.
Slowly but surely turns to him and he says, "Oh, I haven't noticed. he starts running.
I go right to the
I-
military checkpoint, feeling important.
I
Yeah,
hate
I'm
it
with him
ever
on
so
that one.
much.
We are.
As
important.
you start approaching close enough to the military checkpoint, around 100 feet, around 100 to 150 feet away, Katari says to you guys to stay right here. He'll go talk to them.
I don't like that.
Fabian turns to the group and he says, "So we all know how drow are. So if I get picked up as a slave, kill them immediately, please and thank you. I don't know if I'll be any kind of use," as he looks towards the giant spiders, "but please do keep me alive."
Well,
We'll just kill all them dark elves. Nobody liked them anyway.
Okay, that's
wow.
I wouldn't say that.
Based.
That's what they are. They are dark elves. Nobody likes dark elves. They're assholes. Look at him. Does that look like
I
someone
love
you
how
can
you
trust? Look at
assume-
his scowl.
I love how you assume that's the part that we were getting mad about, and not the fact that you said we can kill them all, nobody likes them anyway.
He's literally
I meant that in the most
boomer.
literal way possible.
Perfect boomer representation. Says some heinous thing and then focuses on the way he said it instead of what he said.
Hmm.
Kane, buddy, I'm about as racist towards drow as the next person, as the next human.
What
But,
the fuck is going on?
But I wouldn't necessarily saying killing them all because they're not liked is a good idea, nor is it
Not the
actually
fact that
quite
they're
ethical.
Not light. It's the fact that they're just. Never
I
mind.
miss them.
He goes and
Hell
sulks.
yeah, brother.
He says, he's like, yes, just
It's
briefly
okay. I thought it
mentions.
was a good plan.
Just briefly mention a little bit of genocide, and yeah, we're not gonna have issues with it.
Hey,
Well,
I'm not the one who sold a race into slavery here, Fabian.
What?
Yeah, Fabian.
You don't
The
remember
mic in
that
it.
this was the whole debacle that we had to face with Silafer. He didn't like y'all because y'all sold his people into slavery.
No, we did no such thing. Nazar did it, and we just didn't stop him.
That's the same thing.
No,
and
I'm.
we just like
You're
co-signed
gonna
it,
look
that's
at
all.
me. You're gonna look at me, and you're gonna see me look at that cute ass mushroom and tell him what he's doing is wrong. You're fucked up for that.
Well, I think slavery is a little bit of a bigger deal than telling him no, but hey, I mean, whatever.
You
floats your boat.
weren't there. You haven't seen him. He's such a little guy.
If slavery is on the table but genocide is not, I'm very confused.
Henry
Also,
is just
Fabian-
staying quiet, knowing that he's the one who actually set that plan into motion.
Fabian,
I
weren't
was the
you,
one that
weren't
made
you
the deal with
literally
the
a
mind
slave?
players.
Oh yes, no, I genuinely hate the idea of slavery. Like I said, it wasn't my idea, and I wasn't particularly psyched about it. But I wasn't gonna tell him, "Hey, I will kill you if you do this." It's his own people. I don't know
Don't
about
worry,
the
man.
situation.
Kane looks over to Fabian and he goes, "Don't worry, man. I really hate slavery too." He says with quotations, with his hands.
God.
Fabian
I
starts to
nudge
pull out
him
his
on the, I
hoodwah
nudge him with my
pistol.
elbow. Yeah, me too.
So I look at Katari and I go, so clearly we're very fit to become citizens of your city.
He's
Why
not with
wouldn't
us.
they like us?
I'm gonna specifically say to Fabian and the others, y'all mentioned some kind of. I'm gonna say this quietly and not to the guy with us. Y'all mentioned some kind of spider queen god or
Oh,
something.
you have time to talk to each other.
Yeah, no, he's
gone
literally
to the
away from
gate,
us.
and then
Yeah.
he's there for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, specifically, I'm going to tell you if there's any mention of this spider queen god deity thing, you guys are going without me.
Hey, I have to be real with you. I just realized I might have pulled a Gale. I think I might have fucked a god once. Or was a person, but now is a god. I don't know. All I know is my ex.
Who's Gale?
Oh,
Some main character or some book or some garbage like
Probably
that.
some
Readings
wizard.
for nerds.
probably some wizard.
way-
Gale sounds like a wizard name.
Either way, I show the brands on my hands and tell them, as I was saying, you will meet without me, and you will have fun with that. you will not have my support when you go and meet your friend, because I cannot take the risk of meeting them in the off chance that you are right.
Oh, that's so funny and coincidental. Oh no, I guess someone will have to stay back and guard your frail body. Oh no, I guess, well, if we're having to do a
It's all right.
sacrifice here.
Kane doesn't
No.
talk much, and he's a really good bodyguard.
Fabian
and I
pushes
trust
him to the side. He says, no, Kane needs to go because he's super excited. I guess I'll have to sacrifice myself.
Kane stands
We all-
there drooling. He's like off and reading and doing his own thing.
He's probably drinking. Let's be
Yeah, he's got a little stogie.
honest. He says, I guess
God
I'll have to
bless.
stay behind and...
I just turned to Fabian. I'm sorry, my companion, but no. We all have our own destinies, and yours culminates here. I would
Fabian-
not rob
Fabian
you of that.
Fabian pokes him in the torso with his Houdoir pistol, and he says, I'm staying with you.
Well, let's progress anyway. I have a, mayor, was it? I have a meeting with.
I'm just...
Christ, Fabian, you're killing that vape over there.
Sorry, what?
Alright, so you wait for him to return?
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah, we wait for him to return so we can get on with this city, and so I could get the hell away from the spider people.
Question, Gumla, do we see him just walking slowly back the 100 feet he made us wait?
Oh yeah.
We just see this small figure going towards us. I love that.
So, eventually, after 20 minutes, he comes back to you guys, and he says you're free to come along. Just give them 5 minutes to prepare, and then he starts running back to the castle. Or, sorry,
be
to
on
the
guard.
gate.
Be on guard, you guys. I don't know if they'll take too kindly to strangers amongst them.
Fabian is preparing his freedom papers that he's had.
It's a two. There are two gates basically, one in front, one in the back, and he seems to have gone through both. And then the one behind and the one in front both shut.
So, Sarah, thoughts on spiders?
Fabian, can I borrow those freedom papers for a moment?
No. Sorry, buddy. I love you and everything, but I know you. It's because we're friends that I'm not doing that.
Alright, I entered a gate.
Well, you can't quite enter the gate because it is closed.
Yes, we are still
But
having to wait.
The
Yeah, I'll
guards
stand
on
right
top
at
of
the
the walls call out to you. They don't seem to be well armored. In fact, they don't seem to be wearing much clothes at all. Just the bare minimum.
Oh,
Hey, yo.
Are these
Fabian
fucking
bites his lip and he
pilgrims?
says, "Hey."
Henry's gonna hold up a hand to the rest of the party in kind of a stop kind of thing and be like, no. If they're not wearing armor, they don't need armor. That means you should be scared of them. Every
I don't
time you see
think
someone in
that's
heavy
nice.
plate armor, they're compensating for something.
Ouch.
Henry, I'm
yeah, I was
sorry.
gonna say Kane is literally right there.
It's true though.
He's
They-
got like 12
Like,
more AC than
Guys,
you.
and he's gonna go stomp. He's gonna stomp off like 50 feet off in some random direction.
Bro wishes he could cast spells like me.
God.
Yeah, they call out to you. They ask you what your business here is.
Fabian steps and he bows and he says, "Oh, we are just here to meet up with some refugees who we have been told have been sent here recently. I hope you don't mind."
And they also ask for you guys to state who you are
We
and your
are
relation to these refugees.
sorry. We are Requiem. We are a The Adventuring Party, widely known above ground. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Either way, we have protected these people before, and we were on our way to protect them again. But it seems that our enemy has gotten to them first, and now we just want to see how they are. Checking up on them.
Possibly escort them back to a new town if they wish to return to the surface world.
From very far away, they yell out, "I see. Well, this city is peaceful, so your arms and your armor is not welcome."
Don't worry, I don't carry anything. I'm a pacifist.
He looks at those that are.
Fabian
Ah.
Fabian looks at them and he says, "I have like a bunch of deadly spells. Is that okay?" Just not at all.
I look at them and I say, "Not to worry. My favorite place for my holster is to be closed."
I don't think they're giving us an option. I'm guessing that it's kind of like a leave weapons at the door type.
Yeah,
Do
I'll just
They-
leave.
Do I
They
see other
open-
people are
No, they open the
armed?
first gate, and they ask you to step through.
I do.
All of you?
Yeah, Fabian gives them his rapier.
Oh, they're not
Burning my
standing
spear.
down there.
Oh.
It's just a double-gated system
Well,
that you'd usually find in castles in case of, intruders and
Oh, I
whatnot.
thought they were dropping a basket
do
down.
do you want
They were
us to
waiting
give
for
us
to put it in.
do you want us to give you our weapons, or are you just telling us to mind our manners?
They then ask you to lay down your arms
Oh.
and armor.
I have no intention of drawing steel. But that doesn't mean I'll be laying it down either.
Fabian
I don't
just-
really think we got a choice in the matter.
They
here,
say
do
you're
they?
not welcome into the city otherwise.
Now,
Oh.
hold on, guys. Hold on. I think I have a compromise we could both settle with. You guys must surely understand some magic, correct?
Do you ask them?
Yeah, I'm asking the drow.
They say, what of it?
If I were to open a demiplane, I'm sure you've heard of the spell. I'm very, very smart. And we toss all the weapons in there and just seal them away. Would that count a compromise for both parties? My party cannot reach them, but we don't have the risk of anyone taking them either.
And what guarantees you don't open that demiplane and cause chaos?
Fabian,
I'm very smart, but I can only cast it once a week.
I am not losing my 20 grand spear for a
Yeah.
week, buddy. You
That will
got,
not
you
do
got me
either.
fucked.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather trust strangers.
Well, I offered it. I gave you guys an opportunity. Give them to them then.
Fabian,
Well, wait here. They will not be staying here at the city for long anyways. They can come to meet us here at the gate if you so demanded. We'll
Uh,
not be here in your city long, and we mean no harm. Katari should be able to attest to that as well. We only have the intention to help you and your people.
Caden murmurs, if only they heard the conversation we had just a minute ago.
Fabian's like, as you guys are like actively trying to either like step around this or find a way around, Fabian is getting naked.
Question, Gumla. I'm gonna post it in chat without casting it. Or I'm just gonna post it just so you can see it. This spell doesn't specify how long the spheres last. Does that mean they're until I cast it again or destroy them?
Oh, the spheres last forever.
Oh, I could also do that for you guys if you'd like. I could put your weapons in spheres, therefore they can take them, but nobody can actually touch them.
Oh, that's actually
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah, my spear cost me almost literally a leg.
I whip out the sphere, cubic sphere or whatever, the sphere cube, and I just kind of envelop your expensive weapons in stasis spheres, and I hand those to the people.
Fabian turns to the gods and he raises his staff compassion and he says, this is not a weapon, but it is still a staff that is capable of healing. Can I keep this?
No, they say.
Why?
You could hit somebody with it.
Well, you
they don't
want
know
in,
any better.
don't you?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Just
You want into the city, don't you?
Yes, I do want into this here. Perhaps I didn't make
My
myself
spirit.
clear. This has no risk of hurting anyone. Therefore, it is
They-
not a weapon.
They don't know you. They can't just trust your word for that. You could have disintegrate. In
Man,
that
if
thing.
only there was a skill for persuading them.
How about this? How about this? How about this? I will offer to Zone of Truth all of us, and force us to swear that we will do no harm to anybody inside of the city.
Kane would.
Henry
Never
does
mind.
not like that.
Yeah.
It's a Zone of Truth. It compels us to tell the truth, and we can say that we have no intention
Exactly.
of hurting anybody here.
That's why these two shady motherfuckers don't want to step in.
Yeah. I don't want to do that because
Do
I'm
you,
lying.
do you
to
guys
them.
have intention of hurting people here?
I told them I was a pacifist and carry no harmful weapons.
I'm offering just
I
to make
have
this
only
pledge.
deadly spells.
I mean, I'll do it, but I'm not gonna make any promises.
All I'm saying is, we're not coming here with the intention of hurting the people of Menzoberranzan. We're here to help the refugees. That is true.
Oh,
You know,
oh,
you got a
wonderful
point, but I'm not
gods
sure
of
they're gonna take that.
Oh, wonderful gods
just-
of Menzoberranzan, I plead thee, let me continue to hold my staff, for I can heal the less fortunate and benefit the residents of this here humble and great city.
We hear you. The problem is, you're strangers. The city is
Alright.
not for strangers.
Just put in a sphere, Fabian. It's a
You
stasis
made
sphere.
it-
Oh,
Nothing.
hold on. Didn't like a bunch of refugees just show up here? What do you mean it's not made for strangers?
Odd, isn't it?
Yeah, they got
Don't
sacrificed
fight with
for
the
not
gate
finding them.
guards.
Also, Gumma, to be clear, are you saying that the policy of this city is to confiscate every weapon and magical item from every person that comes through here?
Just armor and
Weapons,
weapons.
armor, and any potential
Armor?
tools. Yes, armor as well, and any
Ye-
potential tools that may pose danger.
I yell at them, "Can I keep my shield?"
Although I do understand that I am a stranger, I will say this here. I can even have the staff advocate for itself. He raises up the staff. Compassion. Tell them that you literally cannot do harm to anything.
Compassion will speak reluctantly, mad at you for not unpetrifying those people back there. But it will speak good of your intentions.
Isn't
No,
that just another
that's-
bias?
Yeah, that's a staff that you're making talk, so from their perspective it's strange, but do roll me persuasion.
Let's go, Fabian. Let's go.
I'm just kidding. I'm literally
Please.
incapable of fucking up. Bardic inspiration, bitch. I don't care. I'm not taking the risk.
They say drop your weapons, keep your armor.
Oh. Alright.
Fair is fair.
Fair is fair.
Once again, I go back to sphering all of your weapons so that they cannot be touched by outsiders.
They
Wait,
ask
let me
you to
make sure
them
that I
float
can destroy
upwards
that
to them.
before I do. Cannot be damaged by physical force. They destroyed by the spell, magic, or by magical damage. Yeah, I can pop them easy. Do they float?
Whatever, we'll say yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll just float them on up.
What happened to all the items of the refugees? Like,
They're
Guess we'll find
probably
that out.
wherever this stuff's going.
Zenith, Remus, before the orb goes up, he takes the weapons from his boys and puts them in there too. Sorry, Zenith.
All
Sorry,
right.
Remus.
Me, not Henry, posing as a pacifist with power word pain, a spell designed only to hurt people, not even kill them, just
Yes,
insufferable
we
you.
get
pain.
it. You're capable of mass destruction that you have just so coincidentally have never been able to use whatsoever.
It's not destruction, it's literally just incredible pain that does no damage.
Alright, so They ask you if you could pop the bubbles as well.
Unfortunately, my friend, I cannot. That would have to be done through violent force. So you could take them with you and just store them. The bubbles can't go anywhere unless they're physically moved. And it freezes time inside of them, so they're kind
Very
of just.
well, we shall move them somewhere safe.
They should be basically weightless.
Then you see above you, the gate behind you close, and then you see above you the a Qatari actually looking down, and he has a smile on his face. He starts rambling, saying, "Imagine that a glass beautifully made and etched, holding behind an ocean. That great pressure that just wants to break that glass. That's as much hate that I have towards you."
Why?
There does not need to be a reason for me to hate you who come from...
I start casting a spell.
And they start readying their arrows to fire at you from above.
How high up is the wall?
Around 40 feet high.
Cool.
But we'll
Keep
take a
them
quick
talking.
break.
Keep them, Fabian. Keep
Yeah,
them talking.
no, yeah.
I have a plan.
We'll take a quick break.
All right, guys. Is it alright if we discuss the plan during our break?
I think you left. I don't think he cares if we discuss a plan during the break.
So
You
here's
can
the
do whatever
plan.
you
If
want.
you
We'll
guys
take a
can,
break.
if you can keep them talking, Conjure Shadow Titan spawns a stone giant that's friendly to us, and it does a 90-foot range. I could
God,
You're
just
gonna
summon a
spawn
giant up there.
there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna spawn a giant up there and let him tear him apart.
You know, fuck these dark elves.
You know what? Perhaps we should have been a little more racist.
Oh yeah, see, racism is a solution. Morgan.
It's almost like Henry and Kane are right again.
Oh boy.
So, is there a good chance that the refugees aren't even here?
I'm actually.
No, it's a good
No,
chance that they're fucking dead. Is what it is.
I don't think they're dead. I think they're prisoners.
No, I think they've
I'm
already
gonna
been
take. I think I'm gonna
sacrificed.
take
Also,
this.
to be clear, under no circumstances was Sarah going to be entering the city if the price of it was leaving her weapons at the door. That was never going to happen.
Yeah, I just gotta roleplay Fabian's. I
Kane
didn't want to
didn't
do
want
it
to.
either, but it's what my character would do.
I was planning on going to just swipe them back anyway. I was just gonna go steal them with the magic teleport and
I
stuff.
will take this
You-
opportunity
yeah,
to
you
go to the
would-
bathroom and get some food, so I'll be right back.
I wasn't planning on giving them to the guards anyways.
So where is it? Each creature in the 30-foot cubes, and then make an intelligence scan.
It's
So
times
that's
like
another
this where I
thing.
miss Kolos.
So here's the thing. I have Conjure Shadow Titan, which I'm going to cast. I have another feature. I actually got a class feature. I haven't told you guys yet because I haven't had a reason to use it. Manifestation. At 14th level, you can use your action to pronounce a complicated phrase in void speech. Choose a point you can see within 60 feet. The area within 20 feet of that point is shrouded in dim light. Any creature hostile to you in that area becomes vulnerable to necrotic. They have disadvantage on all wisdom checks. Every time it starts its turn there, it takes 3d6 necrotic damage, which it is weak to unless it passes a con save for half damage. And because it's dim light, I have spells that gain advantage or guaranteed hits while it's in dim light. So I could really screw these people up.
Genocide?
No, we're not going to do genocide because we're trying to get our people. We're going to
That's the reason not to do a genocide?
We're going to non-lethally incapacitate the guards at the gate, get our people out, and then sell them out to another race of slavers like we did to the Myconids that did this to us.
And then
So
we can
I'm
just
gonna
repeat the process.
non-lethally shoot these guys with my magic gun?
Yeah, you're gonna non-lethally put a cannonball-sized hole in their chest. Yeah.
Do you even have yours? I think Gumla assumed we all put our weapons in.
Yeah.
I was pretty clear in that I was not giving it my weapon. If
All
that
right,
meant
well,
if that means I'm left at the gate of the city, then I'll be left at the gate of the city.
You can just
Well,
fly.
even if that's so, that could mean you're outside the gate. You can still shoot through the gate. And you have wings. You could just fly over the wall.
True.
So I'm going to summon a giant up there. This is, for all intents and purposes, a stone giant. It just has its own, abilities and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It has a 23 strength, a 20 con, 106 hit points, 17 AC. It has ranged attacks, melee attacks, multi-attack. It can catch projectiles. This thing is going to tear them to shreds.
Do they have fucking cup holders too? Is there anything this giant can't do?
It takes a minute to cast. If you can keep him talking long enough for that spell to go off, we have them flanked behind a massive giant that can talk and is friendly, meaning we will be able to negotiate with these people. Henry may love to kill and he may love violence, but he knows damn well that there is a time for peace. As much as he despises it, he understands that it is a disappointing necessity.
I don't know what peace can be found here. They told us to our faces that they fucking hate us with every fiber of their being.
The peace that can be found here is that we get our people back and we leave. I am willing to pay them
if we
even.
kill them.
Yes, but if we kill them, we have to kill an entire capital city with probably tens of thousands of people in it. And I have 43 hit points.
That's if you consider them people.
Yeah, we'd have to kill tens of thousands of animals, and I have 43 hit points.
Yeah.
And that's a waste of good livestock.
If I had decent hit points, I'd be all for ripping them to shreds. However, I also have access to Power Word Pain, which, as I was saying, does not kill a target.
Yeah.
All it does is subject them to crippling pain constantly. It never ends unless they can succeed the save. So it's possibly permanent.
It's a pure evil spell.
Yeah, it's literally just. That's why I was joking about telling them I'm a pacifist. I have a torture spell with a DC 18 intelligence save.
So you have fucking.
Oh wait, it's a
Sectum
con
Sempra.
save. Never mind. Yeah, I can literally just bam. So if I'm willing to talk to these guys, I'm going to use the giant as leverage. That'll be intimidating, scary. If they don't do that, I'm going to try and take one alive, Power Word Pain him, and essentially tell him I won't let him go unless he gives us our people back, and I will just torture him. I am 100% willing and capable of just pulling several of them into a demiplane and torturing them for eternity. I will put them in a demiplane.
Wow.
We can long rest. Then I will go demiplane the wasps we found in with them.
That's some heavy shit. Wow.
Henry will, and always will, be more than willing to torture his way into what he wants.
Dude, it's like, oh, you inconvenience me? Off to I send you to my personal hell.
You think that's bad? You minorly inconvenienced me? Look at this spell I have.
The most pain you've ever
It's
felt
a
in your
DC
life,
20.
every second.
DC 20 wisdom save. If they fail, they mutate and gain indefinite madness. It's a ritual.
Holy
I can do this to them one by one, every one. I can fog them all.
I can fog them all.
Just leaving an entire city like that would be a power move, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Henry is built for torture. He's built to kill and torture. He has the utility
What does
spells
your
he has.
alignment say?
Lawful evil.
Okay.
Henry knows his place. He's a terrible person, but he has a ultimate goal and he follows his code. He helps
He's
people
come to
in
terms
need.
with it.
He helps the needy. He won't murder orphans for no reason, but
For
Should
no
it serve
reason.
his ult?
So he
Should
would
it serve
murder
his ult?
orphans, but just not
Yeah,
for
if-
no reason.
If the villain says,
Money.
"Oh, you could save," and if the villain's like, "Oh, you could save this orphan child, or you could stop me," Henry will kill the orphan himself and keep pushing.
He'd be like, "How do you want it served?"
Well
that shit
done, lightning
medium rare.
bolts.
That shit medium rare.
Henry has fought the Avatar of Death from the deck of many things, and when it tried using Scott's character as a shield, and I lightning bolted through Scott to hit it. Then it tried hiding in water. I jumped in and bestow curse death himself. Henry, don't give a shit.
Why is
You
it
step
that
to Henry, and
hockey?
he will humiliate you.
Why is it that hockey has it in the rules that at any time it could suddenly turn into boxing?
I love that about hockey.
Because hockey's just the best sport.
Like
Go
they
LA
literally
Spartans.
it literally just turns into two people like punching the shit out of each other, and the referees like stand and grade the fight. Like they don't try to stop it. They like turn into boxing refs, and then they're like starting to call clean hits and shit.
You're not
I
gonna
also have
mention
my
the fact that
favorite
they
spell.
speed up like cars into each other. They fucking gain acceleration to the whole rank and then just fucking paralyzed. Father of four, more like half a father of four.
This is my favorite spell I have, Shadow Puppets. I pick a target, and they have to, and I make a spell attack, which for Henry is +7. If it hits, it's 2d8 scaling with how many times I upcast it, psychic damage. Then they have to make an intelligence save DC 20, or they're incapacitated until my next turn. And that's a spell that lasts for a minute. So I could just keep doing it. And since they're incapacitated, I then get advantage on future attacks.
God damn.
Henry is designed specifically for just damage and pain. He has like zero. He has like maybe 6 utility spells, and 4 of them I took while catching him up to 15 with his extra spells granted by the glyphs or whatever he has. Liamon's Tiny Hut, Phantom Steed, Identify, all of those were taken because I wanted rituals, so I'd have options if I was out of spells. And while it's not really useful technically, you can use whatchamacallit's familiars in combat. Gazers do have eye rays. They're DC 12 and they do next to nothing, but you know.
That reminds me of that fucking shitty race that tried in your campaign, that Beholder class. That was terrible.
Yes.
That was the worst I've ever played.
You tried that here, didn't? Oh wait, no, it wasn't mine.
No,
That was
thank
so
God I didn't
funny,
play
dude.
that here. God, thank God. That would have been miserable.
So Fabian, you were away, so I don't know how much you heard. Here's the current plan.
Hmm.
I need you to keep them talking for a minute. I'm going to conjure a stone giant up there with them. It is friendly to us and intelligent and can speak to me, meaning it will not attack on sight, but it will absolutely jump them if they hurt us. Meaning we will have them flanked between a cliff and a stone giant. This will give us the opportunity to talk to them. Peace. If they refuse for peace, I will make an example of them. I will power word pain, cripple someone so bad he can't move, toss him into the demiplane, and fill it with the wasps we found before. Then I will come back and dump the body out as an example to them of what will happen if they don't give us our people. But for now, we are
Alright.
going to attempt a peaceful solution through talking to them.
Oh, okay.
And if
If
they really, really want to fight us, I want to take them alive, like incapacitated, tie them up so when they come to, I can cast Warp Mind and Matter, which lets me, as a ritual, give them indefinite madness and alter their body the same way the fog would.
Wait, no, can you let me torture them, please?
We will torture them together.
Okay, that's a solid compromise.
Because Henry can literally just conjure fog to mutate them.
Alright, I hope everyone is ready.
Oh, we're ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep them talking.
Are we sure we're good guys?
You're not gonna
I'm not.
keep them talking because you're gonna roll initiative.
What? Why?
Well, there goes
They-
that plan.
Well, do you remember what
They
happened before the
literally-
break? Do you
Yeah.
There
Now,
is no
I want
combat
a question.
encounter
So I
currently
started- I started casting a spell when I saw that guy walk up smiling. Between him
No, you
coming up
did not.
smiling, or when did I say I started casting it?
When you saw them drawing their arrows.
I'm pretty sure. I thought I said it before the arrows.
No, both of you are wrong. He said it when the guy said, "I hate
Wasn't
you."
Wasn't it like mid-speech?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like mid-speech, right? So how long would you say that was? How many seconds would you say the speech took?
Not long. I mean, you saw how quickly.
It was about like 15 seconds, maybe 20.
Alright. So I guess
I got a
that
plan.
won't
I got a
be a
plan.
good spell.
Just
Alright,
hold
we
out
got
for 4
plans.
rounds.
Also, I try to roll initiative. It says that there's no combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to be added to a combat. You didn't put
Alright.
us.
So
Oh, wait,
here's
well, that's
how
what happened.
here's how it's gonna work. If you did say you're gonna cast a spell mid-speech, then they would have already drawn their arrows because they would have seen you cast the spell. Okay.
Alright, yeah, I can see that.
Then okay, because it doesn't make sense otherwise. I don't think.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering if, like, for time reasons, because it takes a while to cast, if I would have time to get it out.
And Sarah's gonna be outside the gate because you don't want to give up your weapon.
No. I mean,
I
I
guess-
would just say, I mean, like, guys, if you don't want strangers here, then just give us the refugees and we'll leave. Like, she doesn't like the idea of giving up her weapons and going inside.
All right.
You know what?
in
I've
that
got
case,
a plan still. I can still make it
everyone
work.
Roll me initiative. You can still try to talk if you really want to.
I do still want to try and talk to them.
All right, Morgan,
Great.
Yep.
initiative.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
Okay, they did roll the highest, so yeah. In that case, 20.18 is their initiative. I'm gonna assume that's just 20. Then at the top of the initiative, as the lair actions, spikes emerge out of the ground 3 inches tall or 3 inches long, and they kick up the dust from the ground. It seems that this area was trapped for the guards. So I'm gonna require everyone here to make me let me just double check, a con save.
Unsave.
Yeah, I would have
Con?
expected dexterity, but it's a con
Yeah,
save.
I thought it was
nonetheless.
gonna be Dex. I
Oh
was
boy,
like, oh, fuck.
another con save. Woohoo!
Negative
Oh
one.
Negative
boy, I'm
one,
sure useful, bro.
5.
I'm
Bardic.
sure
I'm gonna
been
a bardic
useful the last
inspiration
few
myself.
sessions.
Holy shit.
That requires. Wait, can you even do that as a reaction?
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
Who's compensating now, bitch?
Anyway.
You.
So these needles merge from the ground. You take 1 piercing damage, and an additional. You guys can take it off yourselves. An additional 19 poison damage.
So-
Morgan, Scott, your character takes nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Nothing. No half damage. Nothing.
Sweet.
And the 2 of you take, I guess, a total of 20 damage and are both poisoned.
Ah, great.
Cool.
Let me just find.
Sarah,
Did the
Help.
music stop? I don't hear it anymore.
It's still going. I don't know. You can reload or something.
Help.
Now on their actual turns, they will, fire their arrows at you guys. So I'm just gonna make 2 attack rolls and divide that across everyone. Pretty high attack rolls, which hit everyone except Kane. So The rest of you will. Fabian takes 5 damage, and Henry takes 10 damage.
I reaction rebuke from the void. Whichever one hit me is going to
Okay.
take how much damage? Takes necrotic damage, half my wizard plus intelligence, so that's going to be 7 plus. That's 14 necrotic he takes.
Alright, this one will take 14 necrotic then. Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, a spell will be cast on you guys. All of you make a dex save.
Please tell me you still have that.
Fuck,
Globe
all
of
these saves and they're
invulnerability.
outside my aura.
Well, I wasn't
Uh,
making that anyway.
Fabian and Kane, you both fail and are now glowing as
Very fine.
an outline covers you. Yes.
Ah. Okay. So
And now it is Sarah's turn.
Do I see which amongst them are spellcasters and which amongst them are the archers?
There's a tower covering them, so you'd have to kind of go around or fly up or something.
Oh, so they're in arrow slits right now.
Yeah, they're high up
Um,
on the walls.
All right, in that case, I will use my bonus action to activate my wings. Enter my radiant soul, and I'm going to try to become this like awe-inspiring celestial presence as best as I can.
All right.
Taking on my full angelic form. And I'm going to try to plead with them that this does not have to end in bloodshed, and we came here as friends, and we wish to remain as such. But if they so choose to seek their own end, then so be it.
All right. And I found morale rules earlier in the week, so I'm gonna try using them.
I might have
So
to bitch
for-
out of this fight again, guys.
could I wait, no, I can't do
No, I
help
got
action
you. I
in
got you, man.
combat.
I can heal you.
All right, so
I have
give
9
me
hit
just a
points, dog.
moment to
I know.
see.
I can restore you up to half your maximum, and then I'm gonna do my grasp.
That's
That would-
21.
Yeah, and then you get a +1 to your AC. Look, man, it's the best I can
That's
do.
15.
All right, so
Just don't do it to me, dude. It's not worth it.
they
I have
see that
nothing.
they're probably winning since they see Henry's pretty hurt, and they would assume that the rest of you might also be hurt. So they're not gonna give up just yet.
All right, then I'm going to shoot the caster that is closest to me.
All right.
So is that one of these guys?
This is the one that cast the spell.
Oh, that's the one? Can I see them from where I am now?
Flying 10 feet up?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I can't.
Get a bit higher.
I'll do that. I'll move out into the
40
courtyard.
feet high. The walls are 40 feet high.
I can only go up to 30 feet. Actually, no, I can't go 40 feet tall because it's a Gloomstalker. I have 10 extra feet this turn.
Okay. There you go.
Nice.
So I'll do that, and then that means I'll also move over here, and I'll take a shot
Uh,
at this guy.
No, you would only be over here because that would use up your movement. Then you'd have to keep going this way, which you would not have any movement. So
Gotcha.
yeah, just stick there for now
All right,
because the
Go ahead and
castle gate is
shoot.
closed, if you remember.
I see. I also have the sharpshooter feat.
Yeah. That'll
So
probably do something. Let's see it.
on this time, I'm going to try to use this. This will be a -5.
Okay. Ooh.
Yes!
Ooh.
And
There
that
you
counts
go.
as a crit.
It's
That
already
counts as a
going.
crit.
It's already
Hell
going
yeah.
to play.
So that's critical hit plus an additional 10.
It's
So that's
dead.
87 points of damage.
She is dead.
Fucking
And then-
Are you-
nice.
Very fire.
I'm gonna look to the rest of them, and just like I said, if you choose to battle us now, you're signing your own death warrant, and I ask you make peace with yourselves.
Let's get to
and
their
if they're-
turns, though. Go on. I'm sorry.
Alright. Because I have 2 more attacks. If they still seem intent on fighting, then I'll take them.
Okay.
So if it seems like that's the case, I'll just go ahead and shoot this guy. With the -5.
Oh,
That's a natural 1. I'm gonna use my oh, I can't use my bonus action to clear the gem, so I'll have to use my last attack to do so instead.
okay.
However,
Oh.
no, that's the end of my turn. No, however.
All right.
All right, Morgan,
uh,
you are poisoned, but go ahead.
Fabian, like literally. Wait. Before I continue, I don't think I was here for this. Can I get like an accurate description of like what is
sure.
happening here? Like, are they way up
Sure.
above us?
The walls are 40 feet high, and they're standing on top of the walls. Basically, there's no roof. There's no point in being a roof since it doesn't rain.
All right. Cool. So if I were to say, hold my hand up and just do invisible wall right above us, they won't be able to hit us.
Potentially.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna. Oh, you forgot one thing. And he strums his lute, and then a great invisible wall springs from his hand above him. 20 feet in height and width.
All right, go ahead and draw that then. And if you have anything else,
Yeah, give me a second. God,
here I'll just draw it. I'll draw it.
I'm sorry. He does a bonus action. While like oh my god. Yeah. Bonus action while looking at. Wait, is it a free action to speak?
What are you trying to do?
I wanted to intimidate them in some way.
Use your action.
Ah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Then I guess I'll use my bonus action to do Bardic Inspiration on Sarah. Can I see Sarah?
Yes.
Sarah!
Barely.
Sarah! My angel! And then, boom, Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Henry, you're kind of fucked, so...
This is very unfortunate, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk to this wall. I'm going to use my action to cast Demiplane. I'm going to open the door, step into it, and close the door.
Okay.
Good luck, guys. I'm not
This
hitting
guy's
points.
gone.
I gotta love how useless Henry is 24/7.
I'm useful out of battle right now, which is something I never thought Henry would be.
Kane, you're up.
All right. Well, can I use what the fuck is it? Fortification expert to try to find some like cracks in the wall, or is
You're
40
not-
feet too grand?
You're not able to find cracks in the wall, but you are able to find a slit on this side of the wall that something might come out of, and you're able to find places where you could climb with relative ease to the top, with the bricks jutting out a bit.
Would it be worth it, or should I just Fabian? I'll ask Fabian. Do you want me to stay here and help you,
Just
or
stay.
do you want me to go?
Just stay, you're safer
Alright.
here anyways.
I'll do Warden's Grasp as a bonus action. So he now has a +1 armor class, and he's already above half his HP. So, I don't think I have anything to help him any further. I'd like to try to block any attacks that come his way with my main action.
All right. On their turns, let's see. So it will be.
I just, before you do this, I just want to mention too, Demiplane doesn't disappear if the door is closed. I could still open and close it for that hour. So if y'all open the door before me, I don't think anyone goes before. Yeah, if Fabian happens to open the door before me, I could cast a spell out of it and close the door back up. If y'all really need my help, I'm willing to be a turret, but I'm not coming out.
Whoa. Okay. They're scared. Yeah. There you go.
Let's go.
They seem to have lost their morale, and They yell out to you guys that no more. They give up.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's
Time
good.
I leave, every single time I pussy out of a fight, it ends immediately.
Yeah.
I open the door and peek out. We all cool now? You guys done acting like that?
Yeah, they're pussies.
What
Shut
do you
your
mean
hot
you open
up!
your door? Aren't you stuck in the demi-plane for a
No,
week?
it lasts an hour. You can just keep opening and closing it.
Oh, you
That's
said
what
you
I said
closed the door.
earlier.
No.
Yeah, I closed the door. You create a door on the wall, but the demi-plane lasts an hour, so you can keep going in and out.
Okay.
I'm still in my angelic form, and I'm gonna point the gun at them, and I'm gonna ask them where the refugees are.
They say they don't know, but they're probably somewhere in the city, hiding.
What do you mean you
Can
don't
I-
know? You guys have acted like you don't see a lot of outsiders here. and I'd imagine a whole lot of them showing up at the same time would have left a bit of an impression.
Do you want to interrogate someone in particular, or just the group as a whole? Because they're all
Yeah.
like, far away.
Do any of them appear to be
Interrogate,
a
huh?
leader?
Maybe we shouldn't push.
Well, it seems like you killed the leader.
Oh,
Yeah. they
you
attacked.
one-shot their
I
leader.
don't
Of
regret
fucking
it.
course they're gonna be intimidated.
Yeah. I'll
Can-
go to this
I'd like
guy
that.
because his
Oh, boy.
token is different, so I'll go up to him.
That's Katari.
That's
Oh,
the guy
that's
we walked
Katari?
here with.
Oh fuck! And he attacked us too.
He
Yeah, he's
didn't
an
attack,
asshole.
but he
He did the whole speech.
certainly-
Okay. So I'll just
Yeah.
go up to this guy because he's the nearest one then, and I'll ask him.
All right. The rest of the guards are female,
Good to...
and that'll come up soon. You'll know why.
Oh yeah, I forgot
It
the
is worth
whole
mentioning.
matriarchy thing.
goddess. Oh no.
Interesting. I'd imagine that a bunch of outsiders arriving at the same time would have left an impression. Where are they? And what did you do with them?
We don't know where they are. We think they're hiding somewhere in the city.
What do you mean you don't know? Did you
I'm-
send people to investigate?
I'm just a guard in the outskirts over here.
Could I ask why you felt fit to attack the people that saved your men
Well,
and drove off that abomination creature that's plaguing you?
you said you were friendly with the refugees and those they came with, so that's why.
We
we
also said
attacked.
we're taking them out for you. We're getting rid of them.
Yeah, not to mention. Wait.
And we could have made some good money out of your equipment and, well,
Speaking of,
I'm
hand that
sorry
back
for-
right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
money. All right. They'll point at a certain tower and they'll say that's where they stashed the equipment, your equipment.
Sarah, could you
Do you have
talk?
keys? Or would she have had keys? And I
Jesus.
gesture
No
to the
keys
woman I
needed,
shot.
they say. No.
If I
Um,
can, I'm just gonna.
I get real close. I place the barrel against the edge of their forehead, and I say, "Are you sure that that's the story you want to stick to?
What do you mean?
No keys necessary. We won't find people up there that'll give us trouble that you just tried to give us."
No. Promise.
Sarah,
On
could
my
you
way.
toss
And
him
what's your
down
name?
towards me
What's that?
once
Sorry.
you're done?
What's your name?
My name.
Hi.
My name is Alaria. No, not the same. Oh fuck! I just remembered that we also had a character called Alaria
I see.
before.
Alaria, that's a pretty name. One that I'll remember. And just so you know, I swear by the god that I am made of the essence of. If you are lying to me, that will be the last lie you ever told.
You can go look. I'm not lying.
Right. And I
Should I- do you
suppose
want
that
us to
when
come
we
with
enter
you?
the city now, it won't be a problem that we bring our equipment with us this time.
It would be a problem.
That's a shame, Alaria. You'll have to bring it up with your supervisor. Oh wait. And then I just kind of,
Wait.
march over to the tower.
Sarah, wait,
Hold on. Wait, I
Wait.
can get us out of here. Hold on.
wait, Sarah,
I
please.
cast Dark Path, make a ramp so we can go up and follow her.
Sarah, please. Wait.
She's fucking incensed right now, dude. She's.
But I wanted to torture him.
She's on that divine Zaza. Hold on.
True, she takes on her pure angelic form. She can't control that shit.
All right. So, do you
yeah,
want to
she-
investigate the
she-
tower?
Yeah, I'm looking for
Yeah.
the stuff that they took.
Yeah, it's an open archway, so there's no door to look through. And you see a few chests lying around, some tables, a map on one of the tables, some dishes, plates, and whatnot. Um, as you
Great.
look through some of the chests, you see some bits of equipment, and you finally find your equipment.
I
Currently
cast this and
stashed in
just
the
start.
chests.
I cast this and just start cutting open my spheres with my own magic.
Oh, what?
They have to be open through magical damage, so I'm just gonna start cutting through them with this.
What are you doing?
Opening the
they
spheres
use
so
to
we can get our
protect
stuff
the
back.
Items, yeah.
Oh,
For
that's right.
claws of
Okay, yeah,
darkness.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then yeah, so I'll do that and I'll hand it out. You said maps and stuff. I would like to take a map.
Okay. There you go.
Hell
Map.
yeah. You
See,
guys, what do you mean? You're saying my chicken scratch wasn't as good as this?
Kane was
What do
right
you
about killing.
mean?
Kane was right about killing them all.
Okay,
'cause
shut
one
up,
would
shut
miss
up.
them.
We're already past that point. I'm kind of done with it.
No, I'll look you in the eye and I'll say, right, but it wasn't because they were drow. It was
A
because
map
they
of
attacked us first.
It's a
They're
map of
assholes.
the city that's dated around, it seems, 20 years prior.
Interesting.
Alright. Let me take a look at this map. Let me see where I think they are.
Is it written in common?
It's written in Undercommon. Can any one of you actually read that?
I believe I can, but let me confirm. Yes, I
didn't even know
can.
that was a
Okay, there you
language.
go.
Henry has it.
God damn it! If only it was written in primordial.
I have that too.
All right, yeah. So it's.
I'll hand it
written
over
in
to you if you
Undercommon.
could read it.
And
I
it
cannot.
seems like a large city with a bunch of different districts all around, and a lot of pathways leading out of the city. The one you're coming from, which has these distinct markings over here,
Big spider.
that's where you're coming from. Yes.
Do I see a spot in the map that looks like it's a poor part of town?
A poor part of town.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like-
actually. Yes, you do. This part in particular.
I think
Eastmire, the Braren, and some of this part.
we should check there. The poor part of town is likely to have people who are in need of gold. These people are rich, so they would protect them in exchange. It's likely to have people who are probably criminals, because that's how it's been in every city we've gone to.
Yeah, if you want to hide
And,
from the town guard, that's probably a very good place to start.
And they'll be really easy to bribe. We start flashing gold, these people will give us what we want. Let's head to the poor part of town and we'll work our way out. I will not accompany you if we go into Lolth's Web, if we go into this big tower here, or if we go into any kind of castle. I will not be accompanying you, because I don't want this brand to get seen by somebody who won't like it. And so you guys will be leaving me behind to hang out with the poor people. If that
Also,
happens.
real quick, Gumla, when I'm
Yeah?
looking through all these chests, do I find anything that I think could have belonged to the refugees? That these
Uh,
people confiscated when they came in?
Potentially, there's a bunch of simple weapons like daggers and whatnot. Some,
Do I find any
clubs,
memorabilia
maces.
that's specific to the city that they came from?
To Burnmire specifically? No, you cannot tell.
All right, to the
Yes.
poor part of town.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you just going straight up walking into the town?
Might as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd probably prefer to stay off like the main road. I'll take like back paths there, but yeah, we're just gonna walk straight there.
All right.
I feel like this would have been a
You-
lot easier if we took.
You enter the city and you're immediately met with
Oh, I'm sorry, real
the
quick.
gazes of these people. They look at you with disgust and distrust.
Real quick, 30 points of lay on hands to Henry.
Thank
Okay.
you. God.
Henry, you've kind of been slacking a lot recently.
I have skin like paper. I'm
Yes.
very ill.
Yes, but you do constantly talk about your powers and prowess. Ever since you've returned with us, you haven't.
You're looking like someone who's under 100.
Kane goes over and pats Henry on the back. Don't worry, he's just out of practice. Ain't that right, little beak buddy?
Yeah, you kept me locked in the castle for 2 years enchanting your gear.
I'm pretty sure it was your decision.
You kept me locked in there, enslaved. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, he fucking knew when to quit talking.
I walked away before you could be right.
God.
Oh. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so as you walk through the city, again, you're met with people that really don't like you, and they make that very clear with how they look at you. And no, you're not that fast.
Oh, sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
think
sorry.
you'd
I
stop.
always get ahead of myself because I see Henry there, and I'm like, oh, yeah,
love
I guess
moving
we
through the
can
map.
move at
Moving to
sonic
where
speed.
Henry was.
I love walking through the map. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they make it very clear that they don't like you. Some of them even, as you're walking past them, they spit on the ground in your direction.
I flip him the bird.
Henry ignores it because he doesn't want any more attention.
Fabian, when
The city
when
is,
someone spits on the
dominated.
ground in front of him, he literally flashes his gun at them. Like he moves aside a part of cloth that was hiding the holster.
You guys are
You
gonna get us
hear-
arrested.
You even hear from far away someone yelling, "You're not welcome here."
And I didn't ask. Cunt.
We're going to leave. We're just pulling the rest of your unwanteds out. We're gonna do you a favor. Get us all out of here.
Wow.
So you see that it's a very matriarchal society, and
Hate it here.
Wait, I just realized something. Fabian's gonna slip into an alleyway, and he's just gonna disguise self as a dark elf woman.
Don't you have the hat and the spell itself?
No, I have I got rid of the spell because I have the hat.
I need to prepare the spell.
I have a disguise kit. So
Let's keep moving.
I turn into a fucking drow woman
okay.
when no one's looking. I'll walk in front of them to make it look like I'm leading them somewhere.
Traitor, you hear. All right. So
Pretend I'm tied up. I just hold my hands like
as
that.
you walk through this part of town, this is I wouldn't say it's a fancy part of town. It's there are craftsmen all around, so you would say medium income.
We're in the middle class.
Yeah,
Well, so we're like in a suburb or something.
yeah. You're walking through some underdark suburbs.
It's like a white
The-
picket fence.
The lights here, the city's lights are purple, lit up by these street lamps. Above you, it's quite dark. It's like night, but there are no stars above you. But you are able to see the distant, lit up towers of the castles and whatnot that are all around you. The biggest site closest to you is basically this fort over here and this large cathedral.
Not going into a cathedral, guys.
Well, it
Hey,
could be
what's
where
it
they're
up?
hiding out.
He lets a big sigh out. This place kind of sucks.
While we're walking around,
Yeah.
actually, never mind. I probably shouldn't be asking around about
Don't
the
you?
refugees.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you as soon as you start walking to someone. No. We will ask the poor
Get
people
your
in
hands
the bar.
off me, you filthy male bird!
All right, and then you come across the. Hold on, it has a name. It has a name, guys. The Barbidon
Oh, my bad.
something lane.
Lizard's
Looks
Lane.
like Lizard's Lane.
Barbidon, Lizard's Lane.
Barbadon's
Yeah.
lizard.
Anyway,
Probably.
there's two paths you can take because I don't know which suburb or district you want to go to. So
Okay, wait.
let me
Let's
know.
give this a good thought. Where would the refugees taken?
You know, my bet's on Lamp Street over here.
That's
Why
not
do
one
you
of the
say
places
that?
we're going.
Why, you don't like Lamp Street?
Well,
I think-
where do we think they might be?
I think Eastmer is probably a worse off town because they have Mithril Road or whatever that's called, and any town named after something expensive has got to be the poorest, most downtrodden place there is.
Well, I don't want to go to Spider Fangs then. That sounds miserable.
Yes,
I think we
would
should
prefer we stay away
Just
from
go.
that.
I think we go straight to Eastmer and then make our way to the Brerin if we don't find them there.
All right. I
Well,
mean, we could
let's
also
go.
check out some of the like abandoned places like that cathedral, because if you're trying to hide from everybody in the city, because it seems like they probably report foreigners, they'd probably go to some place where no local people go.
Wait, how
This
do we
is a
know it's
very
not them?
religious society. I don't think their cathedrals are going to be abandoned.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Well,
Whatever we do, can we
Going
just
to
make sure to
Eastmer
stay away
first.
from Lolth's web?
I already said I'm not going there.
Okay, good.
These are some silly names. Yeah, Corby Pikes. I live over by there.
They're drow. What do you expect?
No,
Alright,
I wouldn't
so-
expect this.
Oh, you go to Eastmire or
Yeah.
Eastmire.
Eastmer.
Eastmer.
All right. Over there, you hear some kind of ruckus in this general area. And you see in the sky some sparks flying around. Maybe some kind of spellcaster duel or battle is happening there.
Oh, Fabian is talking. He's like, oh, I want to see this.
Do not interfere. Don't even make yourself scenes. Just watch.
No shit, Sherlock.
You have a habit of running right in and talking to
You're
them.
so right. You're so correct.
And I will then follow as well to watch from a distance.
All right. So as you go to that area, you see that it's actually a battle happening between one wizard or sorcerer, which seems pretty powerful, maybe on your guys' level, or like similar to you at least. I wouldn't say exactly as yeah. And you see 7 drow, and they look different than the ones you just fought. These look more elite in their both in their equipment, their weapons, and their skill.
Is this wizard
And-
human or some non-drow race?
The wizard is a drow.
Oh, then it's probably their own
Drow
thing. I
on
don't really
drow
care.
crime.
I was about to say that.
Different
fuck?
story, same day.
So much.
We're in the poor drow neighborhood. There's a fight going on.
You see
I
the
don't think we
7
should
elite,
interfere.
the 7
Do I
elite
see any
soldiers
bandanas
quickly-
or handkerchiefs?
Can we let
that
him
they-
finish his description first before we ask questions?
Please and thank
No.
you. You see these 7 elite soldiers quickly dispatch the wizard, and they don't seem harmed. They don't kill, but they do capture. And it seems like they gag and kind of restrain the hands so that the spellcaster can't do anything.
Fuck, they got
Is
the
there
finger
anybody
cuts.
watching this, by the way?
Oh yeah, bystanders all around watching.
Okay, he's gonna tell everyone to stay there, and he's gonna try to get some info.
Oh, good God. I look for a bar to go hide in.
Home dog, I'm literally disguised.
A
I know,
bar.
but I don't have faith in you right now. I want to.
You have no room to talk. What?
I know I
Home,
don't, but that's why
Home
I'm not
dog, I'm
talking to
more
them.
competent than you.
In the midst of
going
this
to hide.
commotion, Kane pulls out a gallon of ale. He's like, "You don't need to go to a bar. They rip you off anyway."
Alright,
No,
so
Fabian's
the-
gonna walk
the-
up to one of the
Shelter.
bystanders, asking what's happening.
Alright, just before it, the elite guards do take the wizard the handcuffed and restrained wizard down this road and then this way. But since you are conversing with the commoners, what did you say? You said you asked.
He's gonna specifically try to find a man.
Okay, sure. You do find one.
You, male. What happened here?
As he faces you, and you seem to be asking questions, you see his master face you and ask you, "How dare you talk to their property that way?"
Oh, my bad. I did not assume. I did not see one of the traits on him that would signify ownership. My bad. Do you know what happened here?
Well, it seems like just another chaos causer, and they got dispatched. Fun to watch. Yes, they've been at it quite a bit recently, this past month. I don't know what's going on, but it's probably some kind of inner conflict within the city.
If they'd even stir such a mess in our neighborhood. Well, thank you. I was just curious. Sorry again. Bye.
She nods.
Fabian walks
It's
away.
fine.
Fabian
Alright,
walks
well,
away
you did
once that
learn
happens.
something at least.
Yep. Okay, cool. Yes, happens frequently. Political stuff. I remember that.
You
walks-
insulted them in one line. I was right.
Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. Congratulations for that observation. Now,
We're gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Now, besides you constantly questioning what I do for my job, how about you focus on you doing your job correctly?
I hand him a map and tell him to read it. That's what I thought.
Fabian reads the map? Question mark?
No.
It's
You
in
know
another
what I
language.
found?
You don't.
Oh. He looks at the map and he says, "Ah, yes. I know exactly what this says."
That's what I thought. Let's go find a bar and start questioning people. The drunks are more likely to talk.
All right. So you're just looking for some bar.
Yeah, just some dive bar.
All right. Well, you do know the bazaar and the establishments are more this direction, so that might be the best place to look.
Yeah, but like a place like this always has some kind of shithole to go get drunk in after a hard day's work and blow all
In
your
that
wages.
case, roll investigation.
Oh boy, I'm good at that.
And are we trying to find the refugees?
No, wait, no,
at-
I'm
at
not.
This dive bar.
Oh, I was gonna ask them if they've heard anything about it, because it's a.
Oh, I see.
You're not
Flash
able to
some money.
find a bar in this area. You've become lost, kind of. But eventually, you do find your way back to the main road.
Let's go check the Brerin then, I guess.
Oh, I thought you wanted a bar.
Well,
Well,
I don't
if
want to
we
go
couldn't
into the
find
rich
one-
part of town because the issue is if we go into the bazaar, there's going to be guards and stuff, and we're trying to avoid a confrontation.
So as you walk to the Brerin, you see that it's actually closed off from the rest of the city. There seems to be a blockade and some somewhat recent fencing that's been set up surrounding the district.
Now
There-
is your chance to shine, Fabian.
Sorry, I wasn't...
There's a checkpoint leading in though, with a bunch of guards stationed.
Okay, so...
Go.
Okay, I was spacing out for the first part. I am sorry. I was thinking. What'd you say, Gama?
The Brerin is closed off with a checkpoint.
Okay, so and then we're gonna have to go through the checkpoint.
Maybe. I was hoping you would go ask them why it's closed off before we even attempt to get in.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
could-
idea. I'm gonna try to at least look at the guards.
Yeah, I'm not saying you have to use the checkpoint. You can use whatever methods you want.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
just
like
saying
to.
there is a checkpoint.
Yeah, I
Well,
would like
if
to.
there's a check, hold on. If there's a checkpoint, how on earth would the refugees be there?
Well, no, that could be it. If refugees are expected to be there, they'd want to close the place off so no one could get out.
Hmm. But it sounded
Check.
like the guard didn't know where they went, and this seems like this.
That
this
guard
is an
was
operation
also
that
on
the
the
guard would be
outskirts of
aware
the city.
Yeah, that's a completely different post.
They don't do rotations
On the
Probably not
outskirts of,
across the whole city.
that far? No.
or learn about different operations. All right.
All right, I
That
would
far, no.
like to. I would like to. Analyze what the guards are first. Before my lesson from the last interaction, I need to know what the fuck's happening. These guards, are they on alert, like very high alert? These are a lot of things I'm trying to look for. Are they on high alert? Like kind of like fidgety. How many of them are there?
They seem relaxed, and you're able to make out at least 10 guards at that station.
right? Is there a decent commoner presence? Like, are they trying to pass through the checkpoint constantly?
No
or
one
this,
is
like, very
passing through
empty?
the checkpoint. No, it's closed off.
So it'd be
Probably.
yeah. But the times I wish I could just read mine. Shit. Okay. I don't think we should approach. Specifically speaking, as much as I do love disguise self, more of the competent people versed in magic can quite easily spot the disguise. That's already suspicious enough as it is. Since there is straight up no commoner presence, that means it would be extra suspicious if just some random drow lady that they've never seen before walks up to them.
I would also like you to remember you did leave those guards back at the gate, so they might,
A lot of factors are going. How about we don't try to find a way around the...
I'm just subtly trying to suggest you're probably on a time limit before those guys announce that you're here to do bad.
I think he's right. If we can't get into the Braren easy, and we couldn't find anything in the Eastmer, and we're on a time limit, I think we just need to throw caution to the wind, hit up the bazaar, and see if we can do anything in public before we get caught. Because we're going to get caught either way, so we might as well get a move on and see what we can do.
Wait, are you
I'm
trying
willing
to
to
go
bet.
to the Braren, or...
No, I'm suggesting to the party that we bail on the slow burn approach and just rush the bazaar and get as much as we can before something happens. Because if the guards at the gate are gonna rat on us anyway, we might as well get some info out of it before we're arrested doing nothing.
I mean, if all these refugees have been able to avoid the guards, why couldn't we?
We don't know if they've been able to avoid the guards.
All right.
They could. In fact, being arrested could be the best thing for us. It could be another prison escape arc. Those refugees could already be in prison.
I'm down to go to the bazaar. It seems like we have no other leads, so might as well.
All right.
And if the guards come, we just go peacefully. We do not fight.
Ugh.
We don't make loud noises like that while they're drawing weapons.
Unironic jump scare sneeze.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Are we still poisoned, by the way? Can I remove this effect?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ick. I've still yet to figure out how
Okay.
Right-click your token, and then that little guy with like a shine around him. You click on that.
Oh,
On your
nice.
way to the bazaar, you do hear some of the commoners, the common drow here, talking about the Braren and how they're happy they've been kept away from the rest of us, basically.
Fabian immediately notices this and he starts walking up to
they see you walking up, and it's kind of awkward since they don't know you.
Oh,
Can
yes.
we help you?
Yes. I heard you talking about the. We just came back. I just noticed something going on over there. What's happening?
Oh, don't pretend you don't know.
Sorry, I've kind of been living under a rock since I've been dedicating myself to my studies. What happened?
The refugees, the evil ones, came here causing chaos in our city.
My brain is massive.
She verbally gasps. No, really? That's.
Well.
She shudders, just saying, disgusting. All right. Thank you for
The
letting me
spider
know.
forces believe they're hiding in there, the evil ones.
I hope they are dealt with swiftly.
And how would you not even know?
Like I said, I was dedicating myself to my stuff.
Okay.
You know how it
Nerd.
is sometimes. You stick your nose into a book, and several months later, time has passed.
And they just let you out.
Yes.
Roll deception.
Wait, hold on. Before he does that, there may be a miscommunication here. I just want to, before we get in trouble because of it. Do they think that he said he came out of the Brerins? Because
Yes.
I don't think he said that.
I didn't say that. I literally said I don't know because
He said he
Before that, you
came
said-
from around there. He didn't
Oh.
say he came from inside. He said he came from
Yeah.
down there.
I just passed the
from-
place.
In that case, if it's a you thing, Fabian, you should specify to them you weren't in there. You walked by. That way, we don't have to lie and risk getting called out on something that was completely avoidable.
Oh, I will mention. Yes, I don't live. Mostly live near.
I see. Yeah, it would be strange if you came out of the Brer, and I don't think anyone's leaving.
Yes. Sorry, my mistake. Really hard to socialize after we haven't talked for. All right, I will head off. I hope this matter is resolved quickly, so we can resume a non-chaotic time of living.
Crisis averted, boys.
Teamwork.
I still have plus 15 to a deception, but thank you for capturing that.
Yeah, I just wanted to, the off chance you roll a nat one or something, because that's been a lot this session.
Well,
All right, I will end the session here, but I want you guys to tell me what you're doing next.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to
Like-
the Baron.
Yeah, now that I know I was super duper massive brain and I was right the entire time that it was to keep people in barricade.
Okay.
We'll just
I
have
have
to
no
Rare,
find a
clue.
way
it
to,
is
this
next
plan.
session. What's that?
have to find a way to sneak. Ain't no way I'm gonna have to talk my way through 10 guards.
Guys,
So,
hear me out.
I-
Spider fangs. Definitely no spiders.
I was literally about to say we go down this way. We could go around the spider fangs through the farms.
Fabian is instantly shuddering.
Let's avoid the spider fangs. We'll go down this way. Hold on, let me get a drawer tool so I can show you what I mean. We could go through the farm to the moss bed, then back up into this side of the city.
That's insinuating that there's not going to be another checkpoint over there.
Which is the same thing is going to happen again.
Yeah.
Well, unless you want to go right through the spider fangs, that's our best option.
Well, we
Which
could
are
just,
probably guards
or
and
just
spider
hear me
fangs.
out here. We scale the wall.
Or
No.
I could look for some cracks or an opening through it. That's my whole fucking class's point.
I mean, I don't have too much of an objection. I just feel like even if you find it, if you start ripping boards off the barricade, that might draw some attention.
That's okay. We'll find a specific spot that's kind of...
Well, I mean, the other option is climb the wall or go through another checkpoint,
Or
I
go
don't
through the
think-
spider fangs.
which they probably have the guards in. You remember the Spider Force?
Yeah, the Spider Force that may or may not be in the Spider Fangs.
Well,
I
could
don't
be anywhere.
see-
This whole
see-
goddamn city is spider themed. Lolith's
Part of
web, fucking.
So edgy.
I'd like to point out
Honestly,
as
it
well,
is.
if you notice the top of the Brerin, you can visibly see the wall there, but there is almost no visible wall on the bottom, only for part of it.
Again,
So I'm
20
willing
years
to
old.
bet that
20 years old.
wall is 20 years old, yes. However, I would still think that it's a reasonable bet that the farms where they grow mushrooms and moss probably isn't protected from the refugees the way that the actual civilians and resources are.
Okay. I think I'm still down for
Well,
scaling.
it's up to you.
Like, we have like a lot of easy. How tall is the wall?
It looked not that tall, but it was. It's probably dangerous to scale because of the barbed wire and the spikes around it.
They have
I-
fucking medieval barbed wire. That is awesome.
I thought he was referring to this wall.
Oh no!
No, what? No.
Oh, that's
There's,
why
like,
I said
hundreds of
no. It's
feet.
because you kept saying scale the wall. I was looking up at that. I was like,
No,
not a
I
chance,
meant
bud.
this wall right here.
I wouldn't mind that, but I feel like the second we get up there, there's just going to be a guard looking up at us.
Scott,
Yeah, what's
remember
up?
the world has the technology of the 1850s, which is when roughly barbed wire was invented.
Yeah, it's just really hard to remember that when we're like faced with people in literal like peasant
Underground,
clothing.
yeah.
I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Scott's plan might be our safest. I think find a weak area, just slip through a crack in the wall, and we go find these people. Then we get out of here as fast as possible. We grab. Here's what we can do. This is a big risk, but if we can stay a week in there, and I can like for a long rest, I can put them all in my demi-plane. They will be safe in there. We can leave on our own without them, and then on the next rest, I can let them out.
Bro, how
That-
big is the fucking demiplane? What?
It's huge. It's
Let
literally
me
a
pull it back
demiplane.
up.
No, it's 30
Yeah.
by. It's
You
30 by
create
30,
a-
Never mind.
Yeah, you
It's
you
not
create
that
it's a
big.
30 by 30.
30 by 30 feet. How many refugees could there possibly be?
You're
If
just gonna.
you're squeezing them,
That's terrible. Yeah,
Or-
we're
So
gonna
here's-
make them
here's
stack
Okay,
on top of each
okay.
other.
This is the real question. Which one's more terrible? Being squeezed into a tight space to be rescued, or to have to be
week.
hauled through like
Okay,
potentially
okay.
the most
You can
dangerous
fit-
territory?
you can fit, if you're really squeezing them, 3,600 of them.
How did you come to that number? I don't think you
And
could
they
fit...
have to stand like sardines for a week.
Yeah, and they have to piss and shit themselves standing for a week. You think the
Question,
you
Gumla.
think
No,
the
no,
You
no,
water
guys
it's-
want to
was
sign
bad?
up for that? You guys want to?
It's not gonna be for a week. No, we're only waiting the week so he can do the demiplane. Once they go into
Hold on,
the
I-
demiplane, we
No,
leave.
no, no. But we need
No.
no. He needs another week to
Yeah.
get them out of the demiplane. That's the problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No, like
actually
I-
a terrible idea.
We take 1 week here, and I could put them into the plane. Then we leave and wait another week, and I let them go
That's
outside.
no,
Exactly, they
that's
have
what
to-
we meant.
They have to
literally
spend,
what
they
we're
have to
talking
spend.
about.
They have to spend a week inside of the
That's a
demiplane.
terrible
Yeah,
plan.
yeah.
That's a
So
big
I have
deal.
another. I have another plan. Gumla, this depends on if you would allow this. Oh wait, never mind. They're 6 inches. Never mind.
How
I
many
was going to ask
refugees
about
are
the
there?
stasis spheres, but
Alright,
Hmm.
end of
Okay.
session again. So,
Good session.
It's-
Hunter did a
I
good
hope you
job on the map.
enjoyed it. I
Yeah,
mean,
good job.
yeah, we did try something new that no one is used to.
I do
including
like
me.
that, but I feel like and
It's good for exploration, like in
Yeah.
Linking Caves.
But like when it's clear that there's definitely light there, or like when it's a more of like a already explored area by like other people, feels like a little lackluster. I don't know why.
Well, I was just mostly confused because it felt like these people completely forgot about how they got there, And it was like,
Yeah.
how do we get back to your city? And like, I don't know. And it's like, what do you mean you don't know? Didn't you just come from there?
I
Yeah,
gotta.
especially with the fact that there's a big fucking entrance right here with the big spider and two different other buildings.
I gotta be really honest with you though. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing that more with the caves and like dungeons that we explore, like more dark and dank areas. I like that, but if we ever have to do this for like, say, a resident, something that
Oh,
has
no.
people in it, I find
No,
I feel kind of weird.
I just did that for the caves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect for caves. Good. Good.
And
Honestly,
No, I don't
I'll
mind
go-
that at all. I
Hunter,
think
my
it's
answer
fun.
to that question is strange, no?
To which question?
The they don't know where they're coming from question.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, we should consider it.
I have a very risky plan that we could also try.
Oh,
But there was
We
also
get
no
them out.
spell, so it wouldn't have been affecting their memory. Because if there was a spell affecting their memory, we would have known what they identify.
We could get them out, right? We could, and yeah, I think Morgan knows what I'm about to say because he's hovering over it. We could attempt to escape through the Wanderways.
oh yeah, no.
It would be very, very risky, but it would mean no guards, no civilians.
To be
So
fair,
as long as we're able to.
yeah. To be fair, though, it is quite known that the way that we took to get here was not a commonly tread path. So honestly, taking any other path besides that might be a better idea.
You mean
Alright,
not
so, yeah,
walking 3,000 people through the shit room's a good idea?
We don't know. We don't know how many people there even are. We could get there, and there could be like 12 guys sitting under the floorboards of a tavern.
You know, that's probably why they're not liked here, because they'll fucking walk through the shit.
Yeah, they walk
Yeah.
through the shit and they haven't been able to take a shower. They just reek.
Yeah, I would
Literally
imagine,
Schitt's Creek.
especially if there were thousands of them, I would imagine that however many are even left there is enough where we could easily get them out. And the people who got caught, frankly, I'm not willing to die for,
Honestly,
unless it's someone important that I need.
we just really need to get Henry.
That's literally that. As soon as we find him, we make him turn me so that I could be useful again. As soon as I can take a hit in combat, I'll be helpful again.
Yeah, you mean when
You-
you're
you
not
can-
breathed on too hard, you'll be useful? What?
you can tell the dynamic between Henry and Fabian's getting damaged the more and more Henry displays incompetence.
It's not even incompetence, it's just I'm
Frailty.
too frail. Yeah, like I'm still super useful at everything except for her killing people.
Yeah, Kane's just standing here, me,
Before you
compensating,
guys
me.
do leave, I do want to ask something.
Hmm?
So aside from the mapping your own stuff like the Underdark map, aside from that, your thoughts on not using passive?
I
Yeah, that's
honestly didn't
completely
notice a
different
difference.
than okay.
Yeah, I don't really notice a difference. to be
I
We
honest.
didn't
I actually
even
no. I
check.
feel like I feel like I did notice a difference because I feel like we would have before we would have noticed that something suspicious was going on with the guy. Passively.
Well, to be fair, we did. He was scratching himself, and that's a
No,
sign
I
of
meant
nervousness.
in the betrayal regard. Like
Yeah, that's what I mean.
if we
is he
weren't
was
doing an
scratching himself,
active
which is a sign he
perception
was
check
hiding
of
something.
like what he's like fucking hiding.
Or maybe the
I think
drow
if-
are just filthy and they have a flea problem. Maybe that's
No,
why
I
he's
think if-
scratching himself.
Like Gumla, and I want, since it's already in the past and doesn't really matter, Gumla, if we had rolled a high insight check on him, would we have known he was leading us to something sketchy? Like, would that have been enough to identify what the scratching was and all that?
No, you would have known that something was off. Maybe for example, that he has signs that he's harboring ill feelings towards you. But
Yeah,
aside
like
from
that right there would have made the betrayal a bit less of a surprise if we had
Yeah,
thought
but no one
insight
did ask
instead of
me that.
magic.
Yeah, no,
No,
genuinely.
No, we were so focused on magic and poison that we completely forgot people are just bad liars sometimes.
I genuinely I do like I said I noticed like if we just had asked him what the fuck is like up, or like we just did an active perception check, we might have noticed what was gonna be. Since we
Well, we
didn't.
did ask him what was up, and he just wouldn't tell us.
No, we asked him what was up with the scratching. We never really asked him what was up, why he is doing his nervous habit. Anything like that. We just said, oh, it could be a disease, so let's watch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is we were so focused on the magic part of it, we didn't even consider that he's just kind of a dick.
So I like it. I like
think
it.
Also, one of you was gonna say something but got cut off. Who was it? Maybe I'm wrong, but okay, never mind then.
It was probably just me and Fabian.
Yeah, I genuinely I like it. It brings a lot more surprise to it, but I feel like we need to see more.
I felt like at some points trying to get some of the descriptions felt a little bit like pulling teeth.
Yeah, I can see
where-
that.
Where it was like I feel like I had to be like way over the top in terms
Specific.
of the question. Yeah, in terms of like specifics, where it's like, all right, what happens when I look to the northeast? And it's like, what if I go over here and see this? And it was just like, do I see any other tunnels or exits to the cave? And I feel like that one covered.
I think
One
most
question
of that
should
was
generally
because,
cover.
Yeah, I think most of that. I know what you're referring to, and the reason for that I'll give is the cave was simply too big for your vision to extend that far.
I
That's the
will.
only
Yeah,
reason.
'cause
I
it was
will
pitch
also.
black.
I will also attribute this to the fact that this is Gumla's like first campaign, and we have never had a moment in this campaign where he's
Where it's
had
been
to
bad.
actively describe like the
Yeah.
whole situation from like imagination.
We've been able to
alone.
see it.
Yeah, we've
Mhm.
just been able to see it. So like this is like kind of working out Gumla's like DM muscles that he hasn't like worked out. No, specific DM muscles that he hasn't worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the end of the world or anything. I'm just saying
It's just
that, yeah,
a
it's one thing to
notice,
think
like
about for
I'm
next
saying.
time.
No, actually, I kind of
agree.
like it because it's oddly human of him.
I
Gumla's a
agree with-
person?
That's crazy.
I agree with Hunter. However, I do think Gumla's right that it's just because it was pitch black. I think that if you were in a cave that had light, or if we were outside, I don't think that those would be issues. I think he would give the info if it was within our field of view. Because you only had like a 60-foot sphere, I think he didn't give it because you couldn't
90.
see anything past it. 90 still. I think that if we were outside, I don't think those will be an issue.
Mhm.
While I agree that it was annoying, I think that it was justifiably so.
Yeah, like how it would be annoying to not know where the fuck you are IRL. Like,
Or in a cave system.
yeah. Anyways,
I
no,
think,
but genuinely, I did like this session. I
Yeah, no, it's still lots of fun.
like the experimentation that was going on. Quite good. I like it. But when it comes to the perception stuff, I'll have to keep my like official opinion stayed until we have like more exposure to it. But the map stuff, I like.
Make a stealth boss for us to test it on Gumla.
Please don't.
To be fair, I don't think it would change much, right? In combat, anyway.
No.
Well, I do have to head out because I got to start getting ready for some stuff,
Yes.
and I got to make some dinner.
Oh yeah.
So I'll see you guys all next week.
I'll see you,
Alright.
boys.
Alright.
See ya.